Shit yeah.
Check.
Okay.
Check.
Surrounded.
Check. Okay.
Dork in front of
On last week's episode of
this.
The Quest.
Tales of Axo.
Yeah, the Tales of Axo. So yeah, you're surrounded by these bullywugs, and they're just kind of like in their bullywug way. They're like pointing spears at you, like. And then you hear a voice pipe up behind them. The sea of bullywugs parts, and there's a really small, twerpy little bullywug. He's wearing thick glasses. He looks kind of like this, actually.
Come on.
Thanks, Ian. Thanks, Whitaker.
Yeah.
That's canon.
And he says, well, what do we have here? Ah, yes, the queen will be most pleased with me when she sees these prisoners that I've captured. Bring them now, you idiots, and I will alert the queen. And so now
We had a week to decide how we
begin.
I'm standing at the back, and I step forward and I say, I'd like to see you try to take us.
And he prances away as the sea of bullywugs in the circle parts. He says, "I'd like to see you try." And he kind of scurries away towards where the light is coming from.
Classic boss battle.
which is further uphill.
Yeah.
Damn, this guy's serious.
So what are the bullywugs doing? And like
So they're just like surrounded you now, and so yeah, they basically start just kind of like poking you in the back and kind of like motioning you to go towards where this other bullywug
should we see this out?
went.
I want to make sure I say this in character, but hell, I don't know. Like, what do y'all think? Should we go?
I think we can take them.
I think, I don't have a problem taking out.
Yeah, like
We gotta
what
find
exactly
body
do these
book.
little
They're-
frog dudes think they're doing?
Almost feel a little bit bad.
So there, as you're discussing this, they're just ushering you along, and you're walking
We
along.
did not feel threatened.
Not moving at all.
wait.
Like we're still. So, how tall are they again? Can you describe the bullywug?
They're about
Yeah,
they're the
bullywug.
size of a human and like
Oh.
larger. Yeah, no, they're not.
Bigger than
They're
Quavo.
larger than most of us.
They're humanoids. Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah,
I did say
I think
that.
Humanoids can be
Send
small.
us a picture
He's
of that.
humanoid.
Yeah.
I know. I sent you a photo.
Okay, so they're pretty big.
No, they're
and they've got spears.
Okay,
and they've
maybe
got
I do feel a
spears.
little threatened.
Can I let's see. Can I roll something to understand? Like, do I know a bullywug?
Do you know a bullywug?
Yeah, like from
Like, know about them.
yeah, like
Yeah,
I
they're
think
like
I want to
a-
do like insight. Would insight apply here? Could I potentially do insight? Or
That would be like to
more-
understand their motives.
Yeah.
It would be like nature or history to like.
Okay. So maybe
what you
nature.
recall.
Oh, yeah. They're
Can I
kingdom
can I
order
can
class
I
phylum.
do like a nature check to see if I
A nature check.
yeah I want to like understand these things. Do I understand these things? What do we know about these things?
Yeah. Roll.
Like, what they're...
13.
Okay. So you
Plus anything.
Are you proficient?
No.
No.
plus
Plus
nature?
is not proficient in nature.
This druid is not yet.
plus it.
Hey, I said what I said. I rolled a 13.
It's rocks, guys. It's not from me.
So you.
Thank you.
So you've heard of bullywugs before. They are. They typically keep to themselves. You know that, and that they are like very protective and very tribe oriented. And you recall that they're really only hostile if you're like entering their territory.
Hence why they have surrounded us.
And
So
there's
we're in that
7 or 8.
There's 8.
And so, just to clarify, we don't know that. You know that.
I know that. Yeah.
You know that.
Which I'm not even going to share because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Apparently they only feel threatened when we're in their
I think we in this situation I'm also like for a little bit we were just like, should we take these guys because they thought they were small? But no, I think Grog is like,
As they walk
No.
closer,
They
wait
get
a second.
bigger.
Were we on a hill? Were we on a hill? These guys seem a lot taller now that we're kind of moving. I think maybe we just go. I'm a little bit scared, but
Wait, just to be very clear, they're not like asking you to come with them. They're like,
poking us.
surrounding
No, I
you
know.
and like you are coming with us.
no.
Yeah.
And
We're
like you
just-
said, we are walking with them. I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
saying, we're
they're
discussing
escorting
as
you
we walk.
towards the light right
I'll try
now.
to pace like with them as much as we can, like still conversate. Like, well, it's now or never. Like, what do we think, guys? Like, should we go?
I lean down and elbow Quavo, and I kind of whisper down into his ear. I say, "Follow my lead."
Right away, Mr. Plenty.
And I have like a crystal ball. There's like a sling around my shoulder, and it's like hanging from my side. I kind of rub it at my side.
Quavo starts rubbing his side.
And
Very good.
behind the bullywugs, 4 like little phantom lights appear, and they combine to form one like vaguely humanoid form. I'm trying to shape it into like similar to like a bullywugs build, but it's like a phantasmal bullywug has appeared in the air.
Where is it?
It's forming behind them.
Okay. So
And I say, "Oi, what's that?"
I'd like to help in that and just cast prestidigitation to try to like rustle some leaves and maybe you can make like faint sounds with it. So I want to make like maybe a croaking sound.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's good.
But like a deep, like a
Yeah.
gut.
Yeah.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
So they're like, yeah, all surrounded by you, and then they make a and like kind of look back at the phantasmal bullywug, and they just like don't really know what to do. They're like still surrounded you, but they're
Can
like I don't
can
really know.
Roll for religion and see if I know if the bullywugs have a god.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let me
yeah.
Let me see.
You were like
I don't know that I would know much about their yeah.
Boy.
It
was
says
it?
I got a 6.
Oh.
You got a 6. They
How's that sound?
you can't recall anything
Okay.
about the bullywugs and their religious
I
practices.
say, looks like the god of the bullywugs, boys.
oh hell, it does. That does look like a god of
And
bulldogs.
they just see you speaking, but it makes
don't
no sense to
understand.
them.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
go, "Wah, wah, wah," and they just they're like kind of frightened, and so they're like just kind of more quickly now
I'm
ushering
trying to,
you
like,
towards the
bring
light.
in more noise, like really try to like.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have it move toward them,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to intimidate them and scare them off.
So they grab you, and they are clearly scared, but they still grab you and like bring you towards the light, which is now like just right up ahead of you.
Okay.
And you're starting to see like torches and like some like faint like fire, but like they're scared, and like one of them is like just booking it out of there because it's like there's not really any.
I got one.
Yeah, yeah. But they're still like clearly they haven't really. It doesn't seem like they've seen anything like this
Okay.
before. But they're confused, but don't know if they're scared or not. They're
So
just
I,
like,
at the same time,
uneasy.
I am also like, oh my gosh, you guys see that ghost back there? There's like a god or something. Like, what are you saying? It's a god? It's the bullywug god? What is this?
Definitely the bullywug.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And I
produce flame and I toss it towards the specter. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't understand anything that you just said. They just see your noise coming out of your mouth, and then you make a flame and throw it back at the bullywug, or at what you think is the bullywug.
Yeah. So
what
are
you're
they like
saying is bullywug.
impressed or like what?
And,
What is their
and-
response?
yeah, and they're like, and
Okay,
they,
so
like,
they're kind of like on my
yeah,
side.
yeah, they're like, yeah.
The flame passes harmlessly through it.
Cool.
And the phantasmal bullywug doesn't seem to flinch, and I, rubbing my orb, kind of controlling it, have it raise its hand and point directly at Quavo, and I kind of look at him like, now's the time. And it's like pointing at him like it's like casting a spell or something.
Okay. I unsheath my sword. I I think I want to try. Can you roll for intimidation, like just off? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in chainmail. I've got a big sword. I got a big long sword, and these guys.
How tall are you?
Scared. I'm 39, but I'm built.
Yeah.
And they're already scared.
I've been scared of small
No, I
things.
just want to know what was bigger. You or the sword?
Ooh, probably the sword.
Nice.
Probably not.
That's sick.
Wait, I gotta look up how big his long sword is after this. But
Let me do this first.
yeah. I want to roll an intimidation. Would that be?
To intimidate the bullywugs?
Yeah.
You have an intimidation stat.
Oh, sick.
It's a skill specifically.
Charisma.
So
It'll
yeah,
be the
if
same
you're
as your
proficient in it, then you would add that, but it's gonna be your charisma bonus.
Oh yeah. So +1 to whatever I'm rolling.
Oh, we have a plus charisma in the house?
Could he maybe have advantage because they're scared of my ghost?
And scared of the noises. And scared of the noises.
Scared of the
And
noises.
scared of the I feel like
I
you've done a
understand what
lot.
we're saying.
They're kind
Yeah,
of
all right.
into
Yeah,
the flamethrower.
you've done a lot
okay,
to
cool.
put it in our field. Okay. Okay. 13.
Okay. You're rolling again with advantage, right?
Oh.
Yes, yeah, do it.
11.
Okay, so 13. So what do you do?
I just I unsheath my sword and I assume a combat position and kind of point it at all of them and say
Say.
I just guttural scream.
You guttural scream?
Yeah, because
Which sounds like what again?
That's
Yeah, as he does so, the lights that are making up the phantasmal bullywug like surround him. Like she's giving her, the goddess
Clearly.
Yeah.
is giving Quavo her power.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's adding to his
I
intimidation.
gotta give him like a crazy eye too, like one of my eyes pushing.
She's possessed. That's what we're going for here.
yeah. I'll brandish my warhammer at this moment.
At this
as
point,
well.
I'm holding one of the bullywugs
Yeah.
because I'm also frightened.
Roll for that.
Roll.
No, in a friendly way.
No, roll to see
Okay.
if you grab hold of their slimy skin.
What check would you like that to be?
For dexterity,
Okay.
I guess.
19.
Okay, so you're like holding on to one, and your like hands are getting kind of slimy. 'Cause
Cool.
Yeah, but it
We're
like
both
it's
shivering,
like,
right?
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
both kind of shaking with
Yeah,
it.
right. It like looks at you, and it doesn't really feel much threat from you for some reason, and so it's just kind of letting you hold on to it.
Love it.
But when Quavo does that, they're so primitive that they kind of forget about the light. They see the light, but they're just more worried now about kind of the threat now, and so they become a little bit more aggressive and like kind of further close in on you, and then they're like still apprehensive of what's going on, but they're like really ushering you along now. That like basically they're not really intimidated.
No room.
We're gonna have to kill these guys if we don't want to do this.
Hell.
Boys, are we doing this?
Yeah.
Well, it was worth a shot.
I will first just try to get everybody's attention. Just say something to the effect of, like, y'all don't be telling my professors about this, all right? And I will cast Earth Tremor, which affects a 10-foot radius around me, which I'm assuming is all of us.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Come on, big money. Nice. Same roll. 19.
Nice.
23.
Good.
17.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
Huh.
Are you rolling for all of them? Okay, you had to get
Yeah.
a 12.
So I guess it's a 3.
Anybody who fails takes 1d6 damage, which I'll roll for, and is knocked prone.
Oh. 1d6.
Yeah, so 5. So
Whoa.
One of my better rolls.
Holy crap.
One of my better rolls.
Oh.
No.
Oh my. Okay.
Everybody takes 5 damage.
Just me.
And the bullywugs, though.
Yeah,
And the
and
bullywugs.
yeah,
Yeah,
if you roll for all the bullywugs, then they all take 5 damage.
And they're
all
knocked prone, which is knees. Wait.
So, laying down.
Oh,
And
right.
so, if
Oh,
they
yeah,
want to
that's a
get
whole
up, they have to
condition.
use their.
It's half your movement speed to stand up, and we have advantage on attacks against them while they're prone, and they have disadvantage on attacks
This is
against them.
huge.
Also, as
This
you
is huge.
describe this earth as loose earth, as it's swampy.
It's swampy earth.
It becomes difficult terrain, so everybody's movement is now halved. So they would have to expend their entire movement to stand up on a turn.
Here's what it says for prone. A prone creature's only movement option is to crawl unless it stands up, ending the condition.
I just
The creature has
wasn't
disadvantage on attack
13
rolls,
now.
and an attack roll against the creature has advantage if it's within melee range.
I can't.
Nice.
I can also hurt all of us.
This was.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. That's what I was waiting for.
Nice. Is anyone else do something?
So they're all down.
They're all down.
And
The
Whitaker.
earth has loosened slightly, and for Whitaker. And if we're considering this something like a combat turn, then I'll take the rest of my turn to go straight to Whitaker to try to help him back up.
So as you're doing this, you hear, well, 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 what do we have here? And it's coming from what you see is like kind of the end of a like little shanty boardwalk at the edge of what you see before you as like a little, very shanty little hut village. And this bullywug says, "You idiots, get up and take them here to the queen. She is ready to see them." And so they what happens? They get up, and what's the when they're knocked prone?
So
I mean, if we're not
basically they
like
wouldn't be
in
able to
combat,
move.
yeah.
Yeah. If it's like a combat turn, they would have to use because it's difficult terrain.
Do we want to attack them?
Yeah, I don't know.
I
mean,
feel
if
like
they-
that
I-
was
I
an
wanna-
attack.
I want to roll for initiative.
Oh, okay.
I just did damage to
Oh,
all
my
of them
bad.
too. No, you're good.
No, we can- yeah.
I was like, I think I just attacked all of them.
Yeah. All right.
I'm guessing we all need to roll for it.
Yeah. Roll for initiative.
Ooh, wait. What do you add to this?
You do have just an initiative mod next to your armor class.
It should just be your
Oh,
dexterity.
yes. I'm sorry, yes.
Six.
Wait, no, I don't.
I also got a 6.
I got a
Your
4.
initiative is your next to your armor
Basically,
class.
Yeah, it should just be your dexterity bonus as well.
Okay, then what did I get?
I mean, they're all.
I
We're,
can't wait to do
good
my
rolls.
first action.
Wait.
What are your initiatives?
Are you
6.
still holding one?
Well, that one fell to the ground, I assume.
But you stood still.
I got a 4.
I got a 6.
Oh, I guess, yeah, 6.
Jesus.
3 sixes.
Uh-oh.
4.
6.
6.
Whoa, creepy.
You're still glowing with the light of the bullywug goddess.
Good. Hell yeah.
Phantasmal bullywug.
Still giving crazy.
It
I love
doesn't
that we
give
all
you
just
any
went,
benefit.
we all went, whoa, 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 and he's just like, oh my gosh.
Aesthetic.
We saw him casting.
Do
We
you
were
all
like,
have a
"Alright, steady."
specific order that the three of you want to go? Or the three of you?
How does it
You
work?
can,
Isn't
you
there
can
a-
re-roll to see.
Yeah, let's re-roll. I love rolling. Alright, I got a 19.
I guess
Not one.
9.
I got a 1.
Okay, so me,
Andrew and then Ian.
yeah.
I don't know why I didn't want to say
Quavo.
me. I was like, John Moore just said
Me,
I can't say
Quavo.
So,
I was trying to
It's bad audio.
Yeah.
and so is that, did your turn?
me.
I don't know. I guess you be the judge of that. I did a spell and I moved, so I guess it's my turn ending.
Okay.
Yeah, we rolled for initiative.
So now I go to the 8 bullywugs.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
Yeah, we
This
all
is
we all
awesome.
rolled
This
pretty
is
bad.
awesome. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I feel like we were all.
fighting for our lives.
wait, what happened?
So, in theory, because they are prone, it's going to take half their movement to stand up again, but also
Okay.
it's difficult terrain, so...
They're in their
entire
terrain, I will
speed-
Yeah,
say.
that's what I was just gonna say. I
Oh,
feel like
definitely.
we
They're
our bad
for sure in
initiatives
their
to be
terrain.
explained
It's,
by-
It's difficult terrain for you. It's not
Yeah.
difficult terrain for
No,
them.
the spell.
The Earth Tremor spell makes it difficult terrain if the Earth is
Oh, okay.
loose. But you can still say that. They
Well,
could be
it's-
But they can still take an action.
I mean, they're
They
They
like,
just
have,
can't
like-
move.
they're like
got weird
half.
feet.
Yeah,
They're
they'll still be
probably
able to
pretty
do an
good.
action too. It's just
Yeah.
like standing up, and they were already surrounding us. So
Yeah.
We just won't get advantage on them because they'll stand up. Well, maybe.
maybe someone.
Depends on what he does.
I feel like they can
Maybe they'll
walk
go
here.
underground.
Yeah, I think they
They're
can walk
frogs.
here for sure.
They like
Um,
terrain.
They, one of them, I guess. I'm trying to think how I should do this. If I should just like,
They all armed with like spears.
they're all armed with spears.
Yeah, I mean they're all quicker than us. They like our initiative sucked, so
Yeah.
like they get to do whatever they were gonna do.
Here's what they do.
We can blame it on the muck.
They
So-
all rush.
Pick one
So
target.
each
and
of them.
They stabbed me. collectively.
Don't,
So,
for-
here,
don't
I'm just
forget that I
reading.
was holding one of them, and I was clearly buddy with them.
Get the one.
I'm with you, dude. That was so messed up.
Yeah, but he got knocked down.
8 or
Oh, like-
7 of your
Oh
bullywugs.
gosh, are you guys all right?
What was that?
So bullywugs have, well, maybe I'm not gonna say that actually. They
Secret.
You're right. They each, I will just say for all of you, just to make this quicker, they use bite as their first action.
Oh, hell
Which
yes.
is bludgeoning.
Yeah, bite me, daddy.
Which does not hit any of you, I don't think.
Oh man.
They're just chopping at the air.
Intimidation.
I'm scared.
And then for
They're all
their
standing up and going.
second action, they take their spear and they kind of hold it to all of your throats,
Oh yeah.
and you're like kind of held captive now, or like almost held hostage, where you're like kind of being held by these like kind of brutish bullywugs, and they're like holding a spear up to your throat.
Look, I think we just go.
Yeah,
with
gentlemen, I
that.
feel like I misread the situation.
I think we just move along.
Perhaps
and
we just
see
play
what's
into
going
their
on.
hands.
Yeah.
As we all have.
I'm giving it some thought.
Maybe now is the time for us to.
I've stopped rubbing my orb, and the lights have disappeared around Quavo.
to move on. Yeah. How do you feel?
I feel like I
Whose
just
turn
did
is
a roll.
next?
Yeah, it depends on whose
goes to
turn,
Grog.
Because I feel like we have to all decide, right?
Goes
Goes to Grog.
It's Grog's turn.
Oh, sheesh.
Grog
I have such a-
transforms.
I know, I have such a great ability to just into this, basically.
the same spell.
Do what Grog would do.
I know.
Don't do what John Moore wants to
I know,
do.
I know, I
Grog
know.
would do.
So, Grog, I basically am like, whoa, guys, I thought we were friends. Guys, that's not cool. Not cool. And I don't take any action. I basically submit to the spears.
Okay. Then we go to.
Am I still prone? For all intents and purposes,
You're-
like, does a bullywug have me by the throat while I'm just laying?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like down.
He's got your ass.
Like he's got you. You're like laying.
They've also
in
got
the
a
mud.
spear on your butt.
Yeah, you're laying in the mud, and
You've
you've
got
got a
two
spear.
You're like,
bullywugs
oh
on
no.
I have to do that.
We go to Quavo.
Quavo, regrettably, sheaths his sword and reiterates the sentiments that we should set Quavo.
Regrettably sheaths his 6-foot sword.
Taller than him.
And we go to Whitaker.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't think I have much
You're in
of a
a you're in a
choice.
bad spot.
I'm guessing I allow the 2 bullywugs that are have me with their spears. Apparently, one in my butt and one at my neck. They just like I let them like pick me up, I guess, and they have me. Maybe they have me.
Yeah, they've got you by the
arms.
Okay. Is that in your turn?
Yeah.
And then we go to Ezekiel.
I submit.
Yeah.
I am standing there, kind of frozen, thinking, we've got a mission. We've got a quest that we have to complete. We've got to find this body nut guy. But then I look around and I survey my surroundings, and I see Whitaker on the ground, and they've got spears to his throat, and I know that any sudden moves
Yeah.
could be the end of
Could be
Whitaker
the end
here.
of my butt.
Because they did
He'd
not
already
choose to
taken
kill
damage.
you. They did not kill you.
Right,
That was
right.
big for Quavo's motivation as well.
All right, as my
As soon as we
action,
stand up.
can I roll for insight on? Can we still see the nerdy bullywug?
Yeah, you're
From
you're
afar.
like you can see him. Yeah, he's like still standing up.
Can
Can
here.
I
light
roll
behind
just
him.
to like try and like look around and see if they intend us harm?
Yeah.
Like if they want this to go peacefully, or if they like are trying to
reservations.
kill us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just try and like see what their intentions might be with us,
Yeah.
to the best of my knowledge?
Right.
It's
Yeah, that is.
20, non-nat.
Okay. Well, with that, you can sense that they are not. They don't wish to do you harm.
Okay.
But they are just protective,
Mm-hmm.
and but since you have entered into their territory, now you're in their territory.
Sure.
So.
We kind of got to follow due process. They got to run it by the queen. Okay. All right. I raise my hand slowly. Say, I yield.
And with that, with all of you yielding, you hear from towards where the village is, like, that's what I thought. Take them.
Guys always got to get the last word.
Okay, so I want to use Thunder Wave. No.
Take them, you fools. And so the bullywugs, they kind of now a little more aggressively are like kind of shoving you. They've sheathed their spears, but they're still at hand. And they're just kind of like shoving you onto this like makeshift like wooden kind of boardwalk thing, and they're kind of walking you through this like really shanty like hut village that's like, some of them are like these really crappy looking tree houses, some of them are like mud bogs, and so they're like kind of walking you through, and you see other bullywugs that are like milling about throughout the village. They're kind of like going about their business, but then when they see you, they're like, their eyes are kind of like following you, and then they're like slowly starting to follow the crowd until there's like a crowd of bullywugs just kind of curiously following you guys being taken to kind of the far end of the village. And so you eventually, say what?
I was just saying, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. No, that's what happened.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Can confirm.
Yeah, that's what I had too. So you eventually get to kind of like the end of the boardwalk, and there's like a bigger, like a giant kind of like, not giant, but like a much bigger hut, still shantily made. And it's kind of, there's like drapery hanging over the entrance. It's like giant leaves and moss and vines and all this stuff. And so two of the bullywugs that have apprehended you, they kind of like using their spears simultaneously like pull open the drapes, and they push you inside of this hut.
What do the drapes look like?
Yeah, they're like, they're giant leaves, so like almost the size of like a small rug, I would say. And then there's like moss patches, like some vines. Cool. So it's like it's thick, so you can't see through anything, but it's like all just like leaves, moss, vines. So they push you into this giant, or this big hut, and it's dimly lit, but it's lit by like torches along the kind of the wall and just throughout the hut. And at the far end, you see a giant bullywug, probably like 7 feet tall, like at least like 400 to 500 pounds, sitting in this like sitting in this giant throne made of just kind of similar stuff, like wood, moss. It's just like this gross looking. It's everything's kind of damp. And she is wearing a makeshift crown made of like wood and other little like woven vines and things like that. And so, as your
Grog falls in love.
And so as these prisoners, or not as the I have written here the prisoners. They're not prisoners. As the what do you call the people who apprehended, as the bullywugs like push you inside, they push you kind of right in front of the throne, and the queen gets out and slowly kind of lumbers over to you, and she's just kind of eyeing each of you. She moves. She like very much lumbers.
Oh my god, I can see it.
Yeah, kind of like a frog, like flopping and lumbering.
Trombone playing every time she takes a step.
and she speaks up, and so the little twerpy bullywug is standing kind of in the corner of the room, like behind you guys, and he's like, his arms are crossed and he's smiling, like kind of glaring at you like a little idiot. And she addresses him, and she kind of smiles and goes, "Oh, Nathaniel, you didn't tell me they were gonna be so handsome." And she waddles over and starts kind of like pacing slowly back and forth, like in front of you guys.
I blush.
And she's kind of like caressing you
Grog's
guys.
chest kind of puffs up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like, all right.
I'm not out yet.
Into this.
Yeah.
Queen Bullywug, kind of cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's kind of caressing you as she goes.
Grog or all of
Like, and then she leaves like a little slime residue as she's like caressing your neck.
Stuck in my beard.
And she's wearing, oh yeah, I meant to say she's wearing like similar kind of like robe that's like mossy, like earthy, viney. And so she's just kind of like, yeah, walking around, pacing back and forth as she's eyeing you.
Definitely in a more hushed tone. I just want to, gentlemen, I apologize. I think I misread the situation. I don't know. I guess we just got to see this one out, don't we?
Well, who are you? He breaks his accent, trying to act normal and elegant.
Well, gentlemen, I am Queen Anura, and this is my bog. So what brings you boys to Queen Anura's bog?
Your bullywugs. They brought us here.
I believe, and again, he's trying to mimic. It was your friend Nathaniel.
Your gentleman
Grog looks over his shoulder at the rest of the group and is kind of like nailing it, winks at him.
There was things too
So-
tough.
Yeah.
Does somebody want to roll to see if you see anything else?
I'm not going to because I'm talking, but
Yeah, I'm definitely scanning the room.
Okay. Roll.
How does 22 sound?
22 sounds good.
Seems
So
alright.
it's dimly lit, but as she's like kind of walking past you, you're like checking her out. You're like looking her up and down, and you notice that around her neck is a key. She's like wearing a key kind of as a necklace. And it's like a big kind of like elegant looking key, like definitely not one of Bullywug make. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's what Ezekiel sees.
Okay, I noticed the key, and I squint at it, and I look around the room to see if there's anything that it might open, that it might go to.
Yeah, roll for that.
It's 19.
Okay. You look around and see nothing that could even
Okay.
remotely look like this key opens something.
One more roll. Do I recognize maybe like what? Like, does this key look like it was crafted by humans, or like, can I tell maybe the craftsmanship of it?
Yeah, roll for
I
that.
could try. I don't know what I would. I mean, probably not.
history maybe.
Or investigation.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
investigation.
let me try that. 14.
Okay, you recognize it as it's like a commonly, how should I say? It's not like an abnormal looking key as if
Okay.
it's from like another plane,
Okay,
but it's
okay.
like yeah, so it's like it's
It's
an
a key,
elegant,
but it's not primitive.
yeah, right. It's not primitive, nor is it like from another universe.
Okay.
It's like yeah, of this land.
Okay. Yeah, I take note of it. That's it.
Okay.
I take note of it.
So she's walking kind of up and down, and she stops in front of Grog. And okay, can you,
That's a little bullywog outside.
yeah. So she stops in front of Grog, And she says, "Now, what is a handsome devil like you doing in my bog right now?"
Again, trying to mimic her. Well, I was just here to maybe see the queen of these lands.
Well, is that right, darling?
And I want to kind of do like I'm kind of like trying to be sexy too.
Yeah, right.
So I'm gonna do I want to do charisma.
Yeah.
And what is it? I guess persuasion. 13.
13 charisma. And wait, is that?
That's 13. That's my roll.
Okay, great. So she's like clearly flattered and is like, "Well, Nathaniel, see, I told you these were no scummy passersby. These are now our honored guests. So please, would you prepare the table? Because we're going to host our guests and have a nice feast."
I just want to dart Nathaniel.
Yeah, he is
Look.
clearly fuming.
Yeah.
He says, but Auntie, but Queen,
And he storms out of the room, and he storms out of the hut. And then the bullywugs, you can hear him like kind of communicating with the other bullywugs, and they're just like, and then there's like rustling that starts to happening, and there's like they're clearly like doing something as if they're like starting to prepare the table or something outside, which is like kind of outside in the middle of the village outside of the queen's hut.
Well, I am famished. What's on the menu tonight, Queen?
Well, you're in luck because we've got
Spaghetti.
Trader Joe's spaghetti. No, you're in luck because we've got leeches and we had a few squirrels fall into the bog and drown, and so we've got, of course, some giant flies, and it's gonna be a tasty meal. And so so the other bullywugs behind you are kind of like, they're like, oh, at ease now, and so they like just kind of leave and walk out. And so she kind of ushers you guys then outside and like sits down, or like walks outside, then walks you guys down to the table, and you're like now sitting kind of at the table. And she like snaps her fingers, and another like kind of little twerpy bullywug comes up and pours some just like disgusting brown liquid in like this gross chalice. And then in all of your chalices are just like really nasty, and they pour this like just disgusting mysterious liquid in there. And
I'd like to gesture to gather everybody's chalices because I can clean them. Smell. And I'll do my prestidigitation to
so you do
clean
go.
up objects for everybody.
and you
Only
do
to
that without her
receive
noticing, right?
This big brown nasty.
Yeah, right. So she's so you guys are sitting down. Grog is she purposefully sits Grog next to her.
Cool.
And she's kind of looking in your eyes, and starts kind of like caressing your leg, and doesn't say anything. She
Okay,
just
so
looks
Grog being an adolescent and not knowing what to do is very rigid,
right.
sitting straight back, looking like kind of eyes darting around the rest of the group, like, what? So what's next? Like, what do I do next?
Where are we, like, in relation to Grog?
Um,
Are we sitting near him, or are they like away from us?
No, you're all sitting kind of to get like
Towards the end of a table,
like,
maybe?
basically, if I'm her, Grog's maybe like right there, and then it's like the 3 there, 2 right there, something like that.
I try to make eye contact with you.
Yeah, so again, as I am looking around, I notice that Ezekiel is staring back.
My eyes
And so she just kind of like leans back in her
My
chair
eyebrows bob.
and takes a sip of her and like stops paying attention to you and is, like starts doing something else, paying attention to another bullywug.
So, what's next?
I make
What do
eye
I do
contact,
next?
and I just
Plenty, you've got to tell me what to do. No, don't do it.
and I just
What am
dart
I not
my
supposed to
eyes.
do?
I'm darting my eyes between you and the key around my neck, just like looking up at it.
Oh,
Like
don't get the key.
I'm kind of like
So he kind of like relaxes a little bit, knowing that he's like, there's nothing he needs to do. Being really reassured that there's nothing that he needs to take care of.
And I like slam my cup down and look
He goes rigid again.
look back at the key, and I am darting my eyes back and forth, and I kind of go like nod my head towards it.
And Queen takes notice and she says, "Are you all right, darling?" Now we've got
Excuse me, I didn't
we've
mean
got
to
a good
offend.
doctor if you need to get that checked out. He's not out.
Queen Enura, what exactly is your wonderful jewelry? I've never seen that.
Why this? And she kind of takes it and is like just slimily caressing it.
Add some slime to her.
That's for the end. And so she says, "Why, boys, this is now my lucky charm. You see, there was once a king here in these parts, and he was my evil."
Once a king?
There was once a king.
You mean he's not around anymore?
Oh, he's not around anymore. He was my evil husband. He treated me terribly, and I had no power, and I had no freedom to do anything. But one day, not too long ago, this key came falling out of the sky from on top of the mountain, and it landed right in his head and killed him instantly. And so we rejoiced because he was...
Sorry for your losses.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm very torn up about it. And she cackles her
We
back.
laugh awkwardly.
She says...
Grog
so,
is laughing heartily. Does not understand.
So she says, why, I almost see this as a gift from Raminos, as if he was looking out for me. And just keeps kind of like looking up and is like, yes, that was a good day for Queen Annua's tribe.
Cool.
I mean, obviously, fuck the patriarchy. But
Yes, that's what I've been saying.
who was that? Ramos?
Well, he's of course the king of the bullywugs, or not the king, the god of the bullywugs.
Oh, that's
He
who
looks
we saw
after-
up north. He ran into Ramos earlier.
I thought, wait, wasn't she
Female.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know that bullywug anatomy very well.
They told me it was a woman.
Actually, Raminos' spirit now lives within our friend Quavos.
Is that right?
Quavo has been looking down at the floor the entire time.
Yes, ma'am.
Now aren't you a cute little
There
thing?
it is.
And she says,
I suppose I've been blessed with some good looks.
she says, now,
Really thought too much about them.
you really know Raminos, and you really feel them within you. And she's like clearly just buying everything. She's a bully.
Hey,
I mean,
wait
she's a
a
queen,
second.
but a bully.
What's going on here, little man?
He tries to make eye contact with Ezekiel.
Yes.
And she,
I'm nodding viciously.
and so Grog's sitting here, but then and Quavo's
Trying
sitting
to
here. And so
corral these two.
she was facing Grog and like kind of straddling him, sitting down. She was kind of like manspreading towards Grog, and then quickly kind of lumbers towards Quavo.
That's
And
exactly
let's
how
say
I drew her.
Quavo's. Yeah, perfect. That's dude. Look at that. That's great.
Sick.
Eyes spread.
And so she says, "Now, so you can." She's like clearly very interested now. Like, so are you able to speak with him? Does he know anything about where this came from? What I'm supposed to do with it? It almost seemed like a gift.
Quavo once again tries to make eye contact with Mr.
I'm
Pudgy.
nodding slower.
Grog's now doing the throat cut motion.
We're sitting next to each other.
Back off.
It comes and goes, but I feel like the closer I get to the mountain, the better I can understand him. Perhaps it would help if we made our way. That's where we were heading in the first place, before I made contact with Raminos.
You're heading to the top of the mountain. Is that right?
Yes, Your Grace. Is it Your Grace? I didn't ask.
Why? Why?
Your bullywugness.
Your bullywug, your grease.
Wow. What would be at the top of the mountain? Would Raminos be up there? Would he happen to know what to do with this key?
Perhaps he would. I
can't presume to know, but I feel like that is what I've been able to discern thus far. It's only been a brief time Raminos has lived in me. Quavos punches himself in the leg because he hates lying.
That's good. So she is.
As he's talking, I'm rubbing my orb again and kind of making the lights glow from him. Again.
Oh, that's good. And she is in awe. She says, it's as if you were a gift from him. Please tell him I love him, and that we bow to him, and that we worship him. But he knows that. The accents go in and out. Yeah, it comes and goes. And so she says, well, if you would, please, and she takes the key off her neck. Would you please? Would you?
Would you?
Like noble, like
Wiping slobber from her lips.
Would you please take this and please give it as an offering to him when you see him next? Give it with my utmost thanks. And she gives you the key, and it and there's like slime that kind of elastics, and then it's
Cringing his eyes just a bit. It
Yeah.
would be my honor to help a noble lady with her quest. Puts it in pocket.
Now, what was it you say is at the top of the mountain?
Everyone just
Grog is pissed at what's happening right now, but isn't willing
to
to.
leech for like the last.
Poking you with like
Yeah, they keep bringing you guys dishes. It's like
I've gone straight in and I've eaten everything they put in front of me.
Oh, good.
Giant flies.
Does it heal
So
at
she,
all?
yeah.
Actually,
Or does it
damage
damage
They
us?
mentioned they have a doctor. We'll have to
Um,
ask about that doctor afterwards.
Dr. Wog.
Dr. Wall. Now she notices Whitaker and she says, "Why, you're quite the hungry young man now, aren't you? Bring him some more." And she's just kind of locked eyes with him.
With my mouth full, bit of fly wing. On
And
my
when you
face.
say that, you see some bullywugs from across the room or across the way, like look at you as if you said something really offensive,
Oh god.
and they start walking towards you.
I grab my plate, and as they're walking towards me, I lift it up towards them, as they're asking for more.
Oh, okay.
These guys are pissed at you. More food,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, they're confused and they just turn around and walk away. So you guys are eating and feasting, and Queen Anura's like kind of going from each of you, kind of like flirting with each of you. And then dinner starts to wrap up, and there's just kind of like sitting, and like it doesn't really seem like anyone's making like any sort of effort to usher you guys out of there. And so she's just still kind of sitting and keeps eating. You guys are like extremely full at this point, but she just keeps shoveling leeches. And
Is Nathaniel there?
Nathaniel's sitting at the far end. Oh, good. He's sitting at the far end of the table,
Pushing his food around.
and he's like just
Only
fuming
leaves
the
on his
whole
plate.
time.
He's
Yeah.
plotting his
He's
revenge.
vegetarian.
This is his villain origin story for sure.
Yeah.
So we should strike him down now.
Yeah.
Before he
Gets
becomes
more
the big bad
powerful
evil
later.
guy.
So he dies a hero.
Oh, sorry. Were you gonna do? Okay.
Oh, by the way, earlier you asked me a question. You slime.
Yeah, you're
We're going up to the top of the mountain to see Dr. Flynt, Dr. Body Not Flint. Are you familiar?
Wow, I've never heard that name in my life.
You're fucking insane.
Wait, aren't you? Didn't you say you were going to see Raminos?
No, man. Like I said, that was
I kick under the table. I kick Quavo's leg
I say,
Even Grog is like,
pretty hard.
well, Rominos goes by many names.
I've never heard Dr. Flint before, and I know Raminos quite well.
Well, it's not spelled how you think it is. It's very,
In the common tongue.
yeah. It's actually,
I believe that's how we say it in the common tongue.
Well,
One of my best friends was a bullywog on the Seven Seas. Quavo stomps his big toe as he suffers through another lie.
she was like briefly a little confused, and then is like eased up now. So.
Keeps eating.
Yeah, keeps eating, Not really saying anything anymore.
So I asked, so have you been to the top of the mountain?
Why, no. This is my home. Why would I ever leave?
And what was your husband doing up there?
Oh, he wasn't up there. He was here, but the key fell and landed on his head.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
Oh, that's all right. No, it was quite a joyous day.
Jim, would you mind showing us just where that happened?
Why, I believe it was about right there.
Are
Can
we
I just,
indoors?
No, you're outdoors.
Okay, that's
Can I just walk over there, then look up and see what's up there?
Yeah, you look up and roll for it. Actually, no, it's because it's obvious. Actually, sorry. A 12. Yeah.
An 11.
Oh, still,
might be
it's obvious because it's
yeah.
like it's the mountain is like literally just like directly above, and it's like
Like
kind
cliffside
of
stuff?
Yeah, kind of. It's like cliffside where like something at the top of the mountain
We're
clearly
running
fell
up to a
off.
sheer of the mountain right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Do we see any of the line for the gondola?
I know, I'm down to know if it fell off the gondola.
You don't see it.
Okay, interesting.
So she eventually starts to like wrap up what she's doing, and she says, "Well, boys, I guess you best be on your way now."
I bet so.
And
So Grog is like, well, I mean, we could stay the night.
Wow,
Kind
would
of-
you?
Coyly looks up at her.
Would you?
she looks him dead in the eyes and says,
Would you like to stay the night with me?
Like in the village? Yes.
No, you and me.
Well, what are these guys
The
gonna do?
night. That's what she's asking.
Hey, man.
I again gets rigid and eyes darting around the group.
Yeah.
Guys, what
Hey, bro. If you want this, we're on your team.
If you'd like to take a short rest here, then you might.
That'd be great. I stand up and say, well, where can we sleep? Looks like Grog's bunking here.
Grog mildly relieved looks over and kind of nods at Whitaker.
"Yeah."
Alright,
So
well, where can I put my bedroll?
so she says,
Why, Nathaniel?
and kind of calls to the end of the table.
Bring them to the guest hut.
And they usher the four of you to a like shanty hut that just has like moss
Four of
laid
us.
down on the floor. And then she
Good night, Grog.
she without breaking eye contact with Grog, she takes his hand and leads him into the queen's hut.
Grog can hold it, of course.
Yeah, of course. And she takes him in, and what happens?
I don't know. You tell me, man.
Imagine you roll for performance.
Yeah, roll for performance.
As he's going, I grant him a bardic inspiration.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
I gotta have a spell for this.
I say,
Oh no.
Oh, I forgot about these.
Ezekiel
Yeah,
Plenty is a
man.
bro.
I say, I celebrate myself and sing myself, and what I assume you shall assume, for every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you. And I recite this poem, and you hear it on the wind and feel inspired by it.
Gaining, like looking more and more nervous each second. Grog looks over and goes, "All right, cool."
So, with that, then roll performance for the night.
Oh.
Critical fail. Critical fail.
Nat 20?
No. What would that be?
Performance.
Constitution?
Performance.
Yeah, performance. Sorry.
Performance.
So 18.
Plus bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Roll
which-
up
yeah,
1d6.
Sure. Might as well. He's a teenager. He wants it all.
Oh wait, how old is he? 19?
So he's at 21.
He's at 21 for performance
Wait,
of
13?
the
He's
night.
13, yeah. But half
But
orcs
he's
age
he's an
quickly.
orc. Yeah, so he's sexually mature,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, but
Or
maybe
he's a teenager.
Maybe
He's
she
still a
just cuddles
teenager.
him for the night.
Oh no, she wants Grog.
definitely-
She She makes love to Grog,
No.
and it's
That roll
And it's
sounds like Grog's making love. To
and it's apparently and it's so good, actually,
No,
Yes.
dude.
that the next morning
Yes.
she is like kind of is like her robe is all
Recovering.
disheveled, recovering.
God,
And
she's got
you
curly
guys
hair.
have like woken up, and you're like, you see Grog, and he's got a big smile on his face, but like kind of a smirk. He's like, and she says, "Why, you boys have really made my night, really made my day, for being such honored guests." And she glances over at Grog. "I would like for you to have this." And she goes back into her hut. She pulls out a spear that she, I guess, gives to Grog. And
Alright.
it is
Just, with
a
Sweet.
yeah. It is
comparable in size.
yeah. All right.
Like I said, exaggerated features.
She hands it to Grog, and it is a wet spear, which is a spear, which is
Sorry, what's up?
a wet.
What is it?
The wet spear. Yeah, you were.
You weren't the only one who wet your spear.
No. He had a wet spear. And so she gives it to you. It is a spear that, and she explains that this spear.
I'm giving
So,
this to you because
like,
you got
what
sick.
exactly is
So what exactly is this? And she says, so it's
No accent.
it's a normal spear, but when it's wet, when the tip is wet, like fully wet, when the tip is fully wet,
Just the tip.
just the tip of the spear is fully wet, then you get an extra D4 of damage.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Actually, that's broken, bro.
That's amazing.
You gotta wet this spear.
Nathaniel around?
Nathaniel is waking up and he's out of his hut.
It's a D4 of damage.
An extra, when it's
Extra.
only when it's wet. Yeah.
Nathaniel.
Elves.
I got it.
What do you think of that? Spear for a spear, I guess.
And he just says, "You are all buffoon," or hey, what is it? What's "You are all buffoons. This is so stupid." And then Queen Anira she pipes up and she says, "Well, Nathaniel, you said you've been wanting to get out of the house a little. Now, boys, would you?
No.
You can say no, but would you like to have a nice, sweet companion on your journey up the
Hey,
mountain?"
I mean, we gotta ask the fella. Nathaniel, what do you think?
No, come on, Andy, Mrs. Queen, no. I don't want to go with these idiots. Come on, please, don't make me go.
Sounds like he needs a little real world experience.
Wait a second. Don't you want to hang out with Uncle Grog?
Absolutely.
Well,
Out of character.
Did we long rest? Or short rest?
Short rest.
Short rest? Okay. So on a short rest, is anybody missing health? Just you, right? So you can choose to roll your hit dice. So at level 2 we have 2 hit dice, and you'll use whatever your hit die is for your class. And that's how you can choose to roll 1 or 2.
so I gotta wake up. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. And then spear.
I am so excited to hear Nathaniel's response to that.
Spear is 1d6 piercing, and you can throw it with a range of 20 over 60. Oh, if you hold it with 2 hands, it's 1d8.
Okay.
So it's 1d6 with 1 hand, 1d8 with 2 hands, plus 1d4 if it's wet, and you can throw it.
And Bardic Inspiration.
Dude, I can't wait to throw it.
Get this thing out of here.
Nathaniel
I've
gets
got proficiency
really,
in it.
really mad to the point. He's like fuming to the point of tears rolling down his face when you say Uncle Grog.
Oh, little Grog. Sorry, that's me. Last night. Anyway,
Little Grog.
sorry. Little Nathaniel. It's okay. It's all right. Don't cry. Just come with us.
Is that a
And he looks back at the queen. He says, "Fine," and he like goes and runs and grabs just some of his things, and then he comes along with you guys.
Alright.
And then you, with Nathaniel in tow, the queen waves you goodbye, and you make your way back up Prayers Pass. So she kind of like guides you the way. It's like, "Oh yeah, go that way
Did
up
we
the
get
mountain."
anything else from the queen?
You
Yeah, I was
was gonna try and
Yeah.
persuade her.
You can.
For
Well,
more
and
so
you're
that
not on your
some
way
provisions.
anymore.
Okay, sorry.
No. Yeah.
I tried to side break.
Wait, so
Force spear.
sorry.
Also, that's-
a
I
short
don't know if
rest,
he's super
I
warm yet.
roll.
So a long rest, you get all your health back. On a short rest, you can choose to roll your hit dice to regain
Okay.
health.
Which is a D8.
So if we take multiple short rests, you won't get your hit dice back.
That one?
It's this one.
God,
This
you might need to
one,
keep that. I don't know if the sound's gonna
Ah,
be
it's
good.
fine.
Two. Rubbish.
So
Do I get
I
any
have-
bonus to that?
I have an ability called
Makes sense.
Song of Rest, where on a short rest you roll an extra d6 to get health during your short
Wow.
rest.
Which
So
is
anybody who
For
does that.
3 or better
D6.
to undo the damage I've done. Oh, thank God.
Nice. So you're fully healed, right?
Okay. Yeah. So I just get that as well.
And yeah, so you would heal 7.
7.
Okay. So
You
I'm-
only took
yeah,
5, right?
I only took 5.
Oh, I feel so much
Thanks,
better.
guys.
Okay, so as we're about to
Excuse
leave,
me.
I turn around to the queen, and I say, as your emissaries with the god, and I look at my notes, Raminos, I was wondering if, since we're doing this on your behalf, taking this key out of the goodness of our hearts to your deity, if perhaps there was any sort of payment you might be willing to offer to ensure that we complete this task for you.
She says, "Well, why sure, why not?" And she kind of ushers you and invites you back into the into the queen's
Nice
hut.
grog back.
And
Wait,
you-
so what payment? What is the payment?
Yeah, so she basically says,
Is it just Ezekiel Flinty that she's
No, it's all of you. She says,
Oh,
"Yeah, well, come just take a look around." And basically, just around the hut, there's all these just like little trinkets, but you find some like there's a bunch of gold, and there's like some potions.
I'm glad I asked. I look at the potions. What potions we got?
Roll for it.
Okay. What am I rolling for? Perception
For
or medicine? Am I like trying to identify the potions?
see what you find. So what would that be?
It's an investigation.
Probably a performance, or I
Yeah,
mean, sorry,
investigation.
perception.
Not all about
Yeah,
performance.
perception.
So 16.
Okay, you find 2 health potions.
Great. I grabbed those 2 health potions. Where's my loot? Okay.
And everybody finds like I don't know, 100 gold. I don't know, what's
Nice.
like?
You make the economy.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, 100
We'll
gold.
see how far 100 gold gets us in
Yeah.
this world.
You can buy 1 piece of bread.
Inflation really hit.
Yeah, it's like
Grog's just gonna take 1 piece of gold and give 99 to Ezekiel Plenty for the advice.
oh, dude, that's good.
Because Grog really owes a lot.
Yeah,
And at least his perspective is like,
sexually, right?
hey, Plenty. That was really cool what you did last night. I mean, for me. Not with me, but like for me. No, like not
And he's
like
like
that,
making
no.
a scene.
Yeah.
I'm stirring my teacup and I look down in it and I say, by the looks of it, it went well.
Yeah, like way too well. Have you seen the spear she gave me?
I saw it. I slap him on the back.
Yeah.
I could hit this 100 times.
To get 100 gold.
No way.
Hey, so you have 199 gold.
Yeah, I just put that
Tap
out.
tap
Thank you.
revenge.
How much do I know how much the health potions heal, or is it kind of like I drink it and find out?
It's like 10 HP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we all in the room?
Yeah, you're on.
All the room, we've all got 100
Should we
gold.
all roll to see what we see?
Yeah.
I would like to see if there's anything good. Perception is 17 for me.
17. You also find some health potions.
Boy, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do these health potions look like? The bullywug health potions.
They're very grimy and
Yeah.
they're green and kind of giving off a little glow.
But we're confident they will heal us.
Oh yeah. She says, "Oh yeah, those are health potions."
Okay.
I'll take a sniff of one.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
Smells good.
Didn't do a great job of seeing what the loot
No, you're
would
good.
be, but
You say just one health potion.
Yeah, let's just actually no 2. Let's just well, that would be a lot of health potions.
If everybody gets
If
2,
everybody
that'd be
gets
kind
I
of
think
wild.
there actually is
Yeah, there's like a random.
a health potion. If you
Yeah.
wanted to use that, but also
We can also
I'm
have
gonna
them
argue
like
with 10.
roll for health when we drink them too. Like it could be like a 1d4 or something like that. Up to you.
Do like make it a
What is
D6.
D6.
For, yeah.
How many were there?
How about you
What if
all
there's
find
only
one?
3?
Let's say you all find one.
That's perfect.
Dude,
3.
Do 3.
Yeah,
he gets
do
2,
3.
he gets 1, and then that's all that was there.
Okay, cool. And then you all find gold.
We all
too.
found gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks for chatting through that with us, guys. See, it's a team effort.
Hey, where's little Nathaniel?
And he's just kind of slouching behind you. Little Nathaniel. And-
I also look at the pile of trinkets you were talking about.
Oh yeah, those are like trinkets. They're just really like wooden carvings of like bullywugs and of like some of some like normal humanoids,
I
like
have
humans
completed
and,
one of
and
grog.
yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Starting from the waist down.
I definitely grab a wooden carving of a bullywug.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
This is a keepsake for our time here.
For the storytelling.
Is it like a do I find a carving of Ruminos himself?
It looks
It's a good question.
Like
Roll for perception.
Okay. 10.
You find no, you find nothing.
I see a lot of them that look like frogs, but I have no idea what Ruminos
Yeah,
looks like.
you see one that's like a little bigger, but
Could mean anything.
Could be a self-portrait.
I grab
Yeah,
one of the
pretty
smaller
self-portrait.
ones. All right. Then I bowed to the queen.
okay. And she sends you all on your way. Says, "Good luck out there, boys," and then says to Nathaniel, "This is gonna be good. Just have a good attitude about it." And then sends him on his way.
Yeah,
Um,
Daniel, have a good attitude. Come on.
Yeah, little Nathaniel.
Little,
Little Nate.
little,
Yeah, you might have to call you Nate.
and he just doesn't say anything. He's just still fuming, borderline crying.
Daniel.
I just chuckle.
So, as you make your way back, she sends you on your way, and you make your way back to Prayers Pass.
So it's
where-
morning
So
time.
yeah, what
It is like, no, it's still like kind of the middle of the night because you
Okay.
just took a short rest,
Okay.
and you got there like early evening, and you took a short rest, and so your circadian rhythms all
Just a
started.
quickie. You
Just
got
a
in
quickie,
and out.
man. It was a short rest.
We'll go back to.
I'm a teenager.
It didn't last long, but God, those 3 minutes. Paradise.
I want to ask in like definite earshot, Nathaniel, like, wrong. Now, what in the world went down back there?
Nathaniel says,
Boy.
Shut up, you
Absolutely.
idiot!
Oh,
Nathaniel,
not
you're gonna wanna
not
hear
while
this.
little Nate is here.
Jesus Christ.
Says, stop calling me little Nate, you beast!
I think it's Lil. No.
and he just slinks off back into the. He just slinks off kind of behind you. Behind the
Quavo walks
crowd.
alongside Nate and puts his hand on his shoulder.
And for context, like Quavo and Lil Nate are
They're probably about the same
similar
size.
size.
honestly.
So
Yeah.
maybe a little taller.
Lil Nate is very little.
Very little.
Well, no, yeah, they're probably about the same size.
4
Because
feet.
how tall?
I'm
are
like
you?
3'9".
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Can we tell if Little Nate, is he a, I like that we're all calling him Little Nate now.
Little Nate, yeah.
Can we tell, is he a kid or is he just like an abnormally small adult?
No,
bullywug?
he's adolescent.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Pubescent?
He's prepubescent, I would say.
Okay.
He gets it. He knows what went down.
Oh, he's like, yeah, he knows.
He understands.
He understands, but has
Okay.
not. But he's prepubescent still.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
He's not post-pubescent.
Gotcha.
all right. So like with Lil Nate here, I'll give you one word,
Okay.
and let me just say that word. Slimy. Am I right, guys? Am I right?
I wanna
Kinda
know
like
what-
seeking admiration.
I want to know what Whitaker does.
I just look at the ground and shake my head. But a tiny smirk is present.
I keep looking forward, but hold out a fist from
Yeah.
the bump.
That's good.
Yeah, I'll do anything I can do to produce light at this time. For me, it's make a little torch.
Yeah,
So I do that.
I like it.
Because we still have one without dark vision.
Yeah. What do we see? Like, where are we? You said we're on
We're
prayers.
back on the path.
Yeah, we
Prayers
just been
Fast, but what does that
walking
look
along.
like?
It's just so you're headed back up the mountain.
Like gravelly, like
Yeah, it's like
Still
when you leave the bog, it's like much more. Oh, is that a, oh, okay. Sorry. No, all good. So it's like it becomes much drier and less boggy, and
Sure.
so now you're just kind of it's a lot of trees still around you, like dense tree coverage. But it's like the trees are kind of thinning out still. It's like still dense, but you can see ahead of you. It's like not going to be as like packed, like jungly. And so, yeah, it dries out a little bit. There's not a clear path, but there's like, you just know you're going up.
Yeah.
Not a clear path.
Not a clear path.
I want to produce flame. Just again another sight tactic,
Good.
just to see a little bit more.
I like it.
What's the temperature like? Do I have to
It's probably about like this. It's a little
get chilly?
It's a little cold, but it's you're not gonna like freeze to death. But
What?
it's
How would we pathfind? Like, what would we?
Survival.
Oh
Like
hell
if
yeah!
you're trying to like find a path.
Yeah. Can as I produce flame, can I also like kind of do a survival check to see if I can find where we're supposed to be going?
Sure.
21.
Yeah. So you just know that you go up the mountain.
Cool.
Oh,
So you
So,
don't
but I-
see if there's like no clear path.
All right.
And
All right.
you don't. Yeah.
That's sick.
All right. So I think I'm gonna like kind of move forward with
Yeah.
my newfound confidence.
I love with your newfound
Additional
confidence.
confidence,
Yeah, that was
additional
great.
confidence, and
Love
so I kind of lead the pack with the flame in hand.
Okay. Great.
I would like to ask Nathaniel
Yeah.
if he's ever been outside of his hut.
No.
Ask him. Man.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Little Nate. Nate Tito.
Dude, I
Oh, wait.
love this guy.
Did you turn him?
He's just like a southern dad.
The accent just drifts lazily around. So. It's like
Nate
Appalachian
Tito.
sometimes. Nate, you ever been outside of your campment there? Out on this Prayers Pass?
He's still pretty mad, and he just
Chin
says,
up, bud.
Well, no.
Okay. Well, figured I'd ask.
Quavo in an
Where are
effort.
you taking me?
Jeez, we don't really know.
Quavo, in an effort to make better terms with him amongst the group, says,
Well, I think you're mighty brave for going along with us then. Even if your mom forced you to.
And
Oh,
the-
shoot, I shouldn't have said that out loud.
She's my aunt.
but then he like still tries to act mad, but like clearly like glances over at Quavo and like kind of smiles a little bit as if he's like warming up a little bit to him.
when our lives hang in Nate's hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be glad
That'll be
this moment.
Right.
the seeds.
Give him the wet spear.
Strike down the dragon, Nate.
And I am little Nate.
Does little Nate have anything?
He's got like a backpack that he just like threw.
Does he have
some-
any weapons or anything? Like,
He's
not
got like a
obviously-
tiny little like shanty dagger that's like a little rusty.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just keep following Grog up the mountain.
Yeah, I think just moving forward.
Yeah, moving forward. So you guys,
Keeping my head on a swivel.
yeah, for sure.
If you want me to like roll for perception checks, I would be perceiving often along the way.
Oh yeah.
Make sure.
Feel
My
free.
dark
Feel
vision.
free to perceive.
I'll
as
just
much-
do one quick perceive. Not
Yeah.
good.
Not good. You just
a 2 on the perceive.
so you just see leaves and trees and the path and
That's still pretty good for.
that's
23 perception?
23 perception. Okay, you look around and up ahead you notice
In the tree.
so,
3 miles away.
You see the trees start to like thin out up ahead, and it gets a little more rocky, like as if you're approaching the top of the mountain, like not the top, but like closer to the top of the mountain.
Alright, boys, looks like we got a hike ahead of us.
I guess. Oh, so we should decide if we're about to try and hike through the night or not. Because it's the middle of the night, right?
I feel like I'm rested. I
took
feel
a
good
rest,
after
yeah.
our nap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the
Grog's
sun
a little bit
starting to
tired,
come
but
up, or-
definitely down to continue.
Yeah, it's like 3 a.m.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys keep hiking, and it's like, eventually, some birds fly above you. It's still very spooky, but it's quiet. So the trees start to slowly but surely kind of thin out until it's like pretty bare, and you're just like now kind of like a ball, not a ball, but it's like
We've broken the tree line.
yeah, you've broken the tree line to where you're now. It's still dark,
11,000 feet.
but it's it's like you're still just like hiking up. It's very craggy, still no clear path, but you're walking up the mountain and nearing kind of you're clearly like at an altitude now that's like you're getting up the mountain.
I think like just as we continue to get rockier, Grog seemingly grow more confident.
Okay.
Kind of similar to what I've grown up in. So I think
terrain.
I feel like kind of picking up pace in a way that may even be not conducive to the group space, but
Cool.
just kind of moving.
Okay. Roll for Quavo. Roll for Constitution to see if you keep up with Grog.
Good.
How tall are you?
It's like 6'6".
I think I'm 5'10".
Oh.
Yeah, 5'10".
Sorry.
Constitution.
Do I add both of these or just this
So
one?
it's probably a saving throw, right? A Constitution
Yes,
save.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be +4.
Okay, it's 7.
7. So.
We needed that +4.
Yeah, I did.
Holy crap.
Important.
So as Grog is just marching ahead, the three of you are kind of like vaguely keeping up with him a little bit, but he's ahead, but you guys are still behind.
A little late.
And then the three of them are vaguely keeping up with Grog.
Okay.
And then actually,
Well,
Whitaker, will you roll for perception?
Hey.
Yeah. So I just do a 20 regardless,
Mhm.
right? And then oh no, is that
That's a 9. The
9?
dot means it's like a
9. Do you have any
then
modifiers?
What do I add to it?
So if you're proficient in perception, you would add proficiency. If you're not,
I'm not.
you just add wisdom. Your wisdom modifier.
+2, so 11.
11. Okay, so you
Oh no.
kind of like you stop for a second and you just kind of like glance behind you, and you notice that you don't really see Quavo immediately, but then you see him like way farther down, like kind of like not like he's at the bottom of the mountain, but he's
Sure,
like
he's back.
he's like maybe 100 yards, 200
I-
yards back.
What is your speed?
Can my response be I stop? And
You can do whatever you want.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna start, but I don't. Unfortunately, I don't alert the group. But I start walking back towards Quavo.
You don't alert the group.
Do we notice him leave?
Roll for perception.
Grog.
Not great at 2.
Nat 20.
Hey.
Wow. Okay.
Is that our first Nat 20?
I think it was.
God damn it.
You notice every creature in the forest moving at once.
Nat
It
20.
overwhelms you.
We're walking into a mouth.
So you see Ezekiel, or you see Whitaker, or you hear Whitaker behind you kind of stop and turn, walk back, and then you also see Quavo and Lil Nate kind of struggling up the mountain, or just struggling to keep up, and so...
And are we out in like a clearing now? There's
Yeah,
no
you're out in
trees
like a
anymore.
clear...
trees.
Yeah,
You've
exactly.
gone
So you
above
can
the tree
see,
line.
even though it's dark, like, you can still see kind of...
Okay.
Are we on a path yet, or is it still just kind of...
We're just going
There's...
from the top.
Yeah,
It's
no,
slow.
there's no path. It's just... Yeah.
Scanning
Scrambling.
the mountainside
Scree.
with my Nat 20.
Right.
I just try to see if there's any threats, any creatures. I'm just trying to assess our surroundings, see
Right.
if there's anything, any
Or-
danger that they might be in farther down,
Sure.
or that Grog might be leading that way.
Yeah, so behind you, you're able to clearly see Quavo and Lil Nate, and Whitaker turn around, walking back
Start
towards
going towards them.
ahead of you. You see Gobi just kind of following Grog. You see Grog walking up ahead. His head's kind of down. And then above you, you see there's kind of like it's almost like a little switchback, but not like a clear switchback where there's like a little cliff kind of situation, and above you can see like a faint little like twinkling of a light it almost looks like a fire light kind of up towards up there.
Okay. So I see that. And I shout out up ahead to Grog. I don't know how far back I am. I imagine I'm probably in between everybody now.
Yeah, you're not like that far back.
Okay. I kind of stopped and looked around just to take in things, and then I shout out, I put a hand up to my mouth, and I say, "Oi, Grog!"
Yeah, what?
And it kind of echoes. I point up ahead and say, "It's like somebody's up there."
Can I see it too?
Once he says that, you say,
"Cool."
"Oh."
With my dark vision, because I can obviously see it. If you can see it, I feel like I definitely.
Oh yeah, you don't have dark vision, right?
Yeah, so it probably makes it easier to see the fire.
Yeah. Oh, fair. Fair. All right. Well, we're not going that way.
It's up at the top, right?
Well,
Yeah, it's up. It's like.
Oh.
Well, no,
Oh,
it's
on
like
that ridge
it's
that's
like
in front of us. That's
up top.
leading towards the top.
Because you're like leading towards the top, and so you're. Like,
Oh, okay. So Grog just doesn't know.
yeah.
I say we climb up that switchback there. Make our way up to the fire. See what's cooking.
All right.
I mean, over
Good to
here,
go.
yes, and it would certainly help if y'all remember that spell I cast the other day where we all fell together and it was nice and gentle. I can't do that when we're all super far away. So if we could all kind of pack it in for the switchbacks, that would be swell.
That would be.
So I slow down and kind of let Ezekiel take lead. Clearly, kind of like, this is your idea. Go for it.
I like catch up to Grog and sort of
Still moving.
catch up to him and start talking to him, and we kind of wait while the rest of the party catches up.
I place Quavo on my left shoulder and little Nate on my right shoulder.
Wow.
And
This is very cool.
begin to walk
That is awesome.
towards the rest of them.
And they're like holding onto your horns.
Yes, precisely.
That's awesome. How tall is
like
Whitaker
the tree
again?
He's really not that tall. He's maybe
But he's just strong.
6'2".
He's sturdy. He's
a
sturdy
sturdy
enough for
guy.
that. Okay,
Maybe even not so much, but he just he
But
wants to
he's
make sure
breathing- yeah,
everybody's
Breathing
together.
really hard.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy.
He's expending energy.
It's like the hobbits riding the tree.
Pretty much.
I like that.
Precisely.
Okay, yeah. So as we're standing there waiting for them to catch up, and like as they catch up and we start kind of going, I am going to like pull out my orb
Okay.
and start sort of looking into it
Yeah.
and rubbing it. How far of a walk would you say it is to this fire? How far of a hike?
Maybe like a
Cool.
quarter mile. Yeah.
In minutes.
In minutes.
How long do you think it would take
10
us to
minutes.
get there? At our
9.
pace? 9? Okay.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, like we can call it 12.
Okay.
All right, I can work with 12.
Yeah.
I'm rubbing my crystal ball, and like
Cool.
in the time that it takes them to get to us, and then as we start moving, I'm just trying to contact a spirit and see if I can ask them a question. And I speak to the ball and I say, I plan to approach this fire.
What's that guy doing? Plenty, what are you doing?
What's that guy?
I'm speaking to my orb.
All right.
I plan to approach this fire and see what awaits. How will this fare for me?
And you hear, like, do you hear it? Or do you...
Yeah,
you hear to where only you can hear it.
okay, sure.
In a booming voice from the distance.
Wheel and woe.
I tuck my orb into my sling and I turn to the rest of the group and I say, my vision is cloudy. I see good fortune and also bad at this fire.
Well, that's.
What the hell?
And wait, so did you stop when you were doing that? You didn't stop. You didn't stop walking when you were doing that, right? So if it took 10 minminutes, then you guys are like right up.
Yeah, we're like close to it.
You're like up there
a
now.
couple minutes away from it. Yeah.
Okay.
So, he just yelled at an orb.
I talked to it.
Grog,
Oh, he can hear me. Okay.
Why
Oh.
did you do that?
Orb
we don't
guy
all,
too.
We don't all talk to our orbs.
Yeah, no, I've seen you never talk to your orb. Not once. Even when you did the cool thing.
Yeah.
Both cool things.
Love
so,
never talk to her.
yeah, what are we gonna do?
Well, like I said, my vision of this particular event is a bit cloudy. I see it will lead to good things in our future. It also has the potential to lead to bad things. I know that's not helpful.
I think you skipped a step here because you were talking to an orb,
Yeah.
and now you're telling us our fortune.
Sure.
There's a disconnect, you see.
As I mentioned on the boat,
Right.
I'm from the Isle of Caravas. I'm Caravasi. My people can commune with spirits, and sometimes they
Alright.
impart their wisdom about
Alright.
the future, the past, the present,
Cool.
different things.
And they're usually rad.
And,
Almost always.
And they're...
I will
I'll
say,
take it.
admittedly, I've been a little off. I think this one is an accurate reading, but it is still mixed. So
It's accurate in that good things or bad things can happen.
no, good things and bad things will happen.
Okay. It remains
It's not
to be seen
unsure.
if that's going to be helpful or not.
Sure.
So,
I just wanted to check.
all right then. Thank you.
So
We appreciate it very much.
so you guys are getting you're very close to like where the like little ledge, or I guess it's probably like a, what would it be, like, I guess a little mini cliff ledge thing to where you're like, you still need to climb up a little bit, but you can still see it, like you're close to it
Yeah,
now.
what...
I'm gonna say-
Is there any difference? Can we see more? Is there, like...
The light is
brighter.
brighter.
Can
and
we
if
see
you,
what's past the cliff, or is it, like...
You can't, but if you want to roll, then you can.
Sure, is this perception?
Yes.
That was the perfect first use of that.
Yeah. What?
17.
17. So you hear a faint voice coming from where the fire, or where the like seemingly firelight is. And then can you roll again for perception?
This one is not nat, but 20.
20. Okay. So you,
So lucky.
so Grog's ears kind of perk up
Rock totally got
and like kind of halts in his place and like puts a hand up, and he hears a voice from where this light is saying,
Tell Master, tonight it will be complete.
and it sounds like there's more than one voice.
Okay, so I'm gonna Grog relays. Like, he kind of tells everyone, like,
In a, like, how so?
kind of like, alright, I hear a voice. Sounds kind of crazy. I don't know what he's saying, but seems like probably something crazy going on up there. But in our path, so I don't know. Seems like maybe one or two guys. I don't know.
Can we see the fire from here at this point?
Not yet.
Okay.
But,
Yeah.
not yet.
That's right. You just heard it.
I think I like, kind of, as I've said stop, I want to kind of assume an obvious stealth position. So, like,
Yeah.
encouraging everyone to kind of move into stealth mode.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know.
great.
This
Yeah, I know.
hey,
This is going to be good.
That's
Do we
why I
have
kept
any
it.
chainmail users in the party?
I ditched it.
Me.
Hey!
So I look at Grog and I kind of am talking to everybody. I'm assuming we're kind of all huddled at this point. And I say something really effective like, "Alright, well, the wee ones are in need of a rest, so Grog, why don't you and I walk up the hill, see what we can find out?"
All right.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone else is particularly keen on sneaking around, but I'm not too bad at it myself.
Okay. So you're good. So the two of you are.
So that's
gonna-
like an
we're
offer.
gonna
That's an offer.
Oh yeah.
If anyone wants to join, but I'm assuming that Quavo maybe needs a rest, but we also have been talking for a little bit.
I just couldn't keep up, right?
Great,
Yeah.
you're back.
And
is
you've been
good.
sitting on his.
Well, rest as social rest, not a actual. Kind of just like you have chainmail.
Sorry,
and
I'm
you're
kind
a
of an
6-foot
introvert.
Sword.
No, yeah, I was gonna say,
He's
Quavo
in.
says,
I wouldn't be much help in a stealth situation, but I'll be sure to run in if there's a fight.
alright,
Kind of like
alright.
cocks his sword.
Cox is sword.
She's it to make sure it's still there.
Yeah.
Yep, still longer than me.
What does little Nate say?
He's just frightened. He doesn't
Oh,
know what
he's
he's
shaking.
He's,
Yeah,
he's.
And I
not
say,
saying
"You're right, wee man."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's on his shoulder.
Yeah.
We're gonna be
And
okay.
I look at Gobi and I say, "Alright, why don't you hold this?" And I yeah, and I pass him little Nate.
You're gonna be alright. You're gonna be alright.
So do you guys proceed up towards the?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm
Does-
also
does anyone
asking
else?
the group.
Good.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
will.
think?
I will take Little Nate from you and stay back.
Okay.
Stay back.
I step behind Quavo with his big sword and chainmail, and I am for the first time the tallest one in our group.
You basket that
Alright, big man, it looks like it's you and me.
All right.
So you
Split up the
guys
party, baby.
sneak up towards where the light is coming from and roll. Both of you say what?
So I think like we're both gonna sneak kind of side by side, and
Yeah.
I think what the idea is that we want to get close to the edge of the cliff just so that we can peek over and go like
Yeah.
as close as we can just to see,
Right,
not
right.
trying to get into the cliff.
Right,
yet.
right,
Yeah.
right. So yeah, but roll for sneaking.
Okay, so stealth.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be
Um,
dexterity bonus.
15.
Okay.
You're proficient in combat, add 2.
Is that a nat
That
one?
one.
Dude, I've rolled so bad everything tonight. So
So
I trip on a rock,
so
cause a ruckus.
You definitely hit him like a
you guys.
I'm so.
So
pissed.
as you get close, to where the light is coming from, so you guys
Oh boy!
are like get up to kind of around where you can see what it is,
fell off the mountain.
and you see a goblin is kind of huddled around a a fire, and you see him kind of speaking to like a big crow, and
That's awesome.
then like so but you see that and then the crow flies away, like as if that's who he was speaking to, and then the crow flies away, and then so Grog sneaks up and he like kind of sees this, and then he looks back at Whitaker and he as if to like motion him to like look a little bit further, and Whitaker slips on a rock and like falls on like almost to where he is. You are like now kind of visible, and the goblin immediately turns around, goes, "What was that? Who goes there?" And he draws his dagger, I think. Let me confirm. His like scimitar, sword, and roll for initiative.
Did he see
Do we
me?
Just
hear
us
that from
two?
where
Yeah,
we are?
so
Oh,
yeah,
you
so
did
you
see
guys, sorry, so yeah, you guys hear that, but it's like still a little bit of a height. It's like not
Yeah.
super far away, but
Can
it's
they just see us? They can't see the guy.
yeah, they can see you, and then they see you fall, and then they hear the goblin say, "Who goes there?"
And he saw me.
He sees you now.
He sees me as well.
He doesn't see you yet because you're hiding, but because Whitaker basically like fell,
Sure.
because you're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hiding
Just
behind.
making sure.
Yeah. So,
So it's just Whitaker and the goblin.
So
well,
he rolls initiative, or do I need to roll initiative as well?
y'all, the two of y'all roll
Okay.
for initiative. Oops.
Should we also roll too, just in case we want to?
Like a turn behind.
Um,
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Y'all also roll.
Initiative just to see maybe how you.
Yeah, because y'all. I mean, so what do y'all? I guess just right before. What do y'all? Once you hear that, what happens?
Quavo.
Yeah, definitely
runs
go.
in that.
Runs in,
For sure.
okay.
I, as they start to run in, put my hands out and like hold them for a second
Okay.
and hold my finger to my mouth and like go, let's see what he does.
Good. Okay.
Nice.
He, as in
could be
me,
a-
or as in the
As in
goblin?
you.
What'd you roll?
Okay, so my initiative was.
But you can
plus
push
one,
past me if
but
you want.
I know, yeah.
We
What,
didn't have a very
No,
good
it'll-
cliff
it'll-
mountainside.
it'll-
No,
it'll-
just
it'll-
Yeah.
yeah. So it's not great, but so here.
It's a cliff. Yeah.
It's stone, isn't
Yeah.
Let's say we're gonna, and this is dry erase, right? I think it is.
Yeah, yeah, it
That's
is.
battle.
It's all dry erase.
That's very cool.
Let's say this is, and then so we're not gonna use this half. We're just gonna say y'all kind
I'm
of
yellow.
were.
it? I'll choose a different.
This is like the edge of the
Oh, I can
cliff.
choose.
Y'all kind of were at a little like.
I'm almost imagining we came up and around to this plane,
And, like,
right?
this
Yeah,
is
so
downhill.
it's almost like
So
Right.
sorry,
that,
this
y'all
is the
keeping
edge.
around this. So y'all, yeah. So this is the edge of the cliff.
Cool. So the
So-
goblin's on the edge.
Yeah. So y'all kind of came,
Goblin's on the edge.
you know, sneaking around. You kind of came up this path and you're like sneaking around.
Oh.
Like that.
Wait,
And
this is
so
the cliff going down. I
Let's
see.
say
I
this
see.
is the fire,
Cool.
Keep that.
and this is like another little ledge up here.
I love an
So
environmental hazard.
you guys, this is a little thin. So let's say you guys kind of came out.
You die.
I can't really
Yeah.
tell where the boxes are on this one. Oh, I see the white lines now.
Yeah. And it's just kind of going like that. So, yeah, what's up?
I'm really sorry. I'm just trying to figure. So this is the path.
Yeah. So this is the path you guys came up where there's like, yeah, it's kind of this little ledge. And then this is another,
Like a platform.
like above.
Sure,
So,
got it.
So we snuck around.
Well, we were coming up this way, and I'm guessing that we were both up here. I slipped and fell.
So which one are you in?
I'm
I'm
right.
yellow.
So you fell like right there. And Grog is still hiding. The goblin turn is.
Got it.
What is going on?
Cool.
So there's a
Plus
ledge here too across the path.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but it's like less of a little.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then
So-
we are we not? We're not even on here yet.
You guys aren't on
We're
there
okay.
yet.
on the path.
Down here.
What was your initiative?
10.
Did you have a
11.
guy?
I did.
11.
I can't find it.
Where's your guy?
Yeah, no idea.
Oh, is this you?
And where's
Yes,
Lil
yeah.
Nate?
Okay, I was like,
Um,
where is he?
He's vanished.
Oh yeah, Lil Nate.
Where's Lil Nate?
Hold on.
We need eyes.
Imagine
on
him
Lil
being pink.
New character. You have acquired Lil Nate.
It's good. I think last time we all did like a shade of
A
like,
shade of
brown and
orange
red.
or something,
So
yeah.
it's like
Yeah, whatever's unique.
This could be
too.
Lil Nate.
and then
Oh, that's me.
y'all
Just
rolled for
kidding.
initiative, right?
Mhm.
What
color
did you
am I
get?
That makes sense.
17.
It's a weird shaped one.
17. What'd you get, Mitch?
a 3. It was in that one, but I don't think it matters for initiative. But I will take whatever punishment you give me.
I usually like nat 20 is like you automatically go first. Nat 1 is you automatically go last. But like typically it would be that way
Yeah.
anyway if you get a 1.
Somehow,
I got a 14.
14. 17. You said?
our most important roll, like our stealth check, our first one.
Dude.
Our
But I
least
think I
important
forgo.
roll.
Yeah.
Biggest
Check
D20.
down.
I'm like
What's going on.
trying to not take my turn basically and just let them let him go.
Y'all aren't a part of it.
I will
Okay,
not
cool.
be able to supersede.
That was
you.
like kind of like a second tier initiative.
Okay.
Um,
If you guys
Just
want
in
to
case
push past,
initiative.
No,
please.
I'll take your lead on it.
Quavo could push past.
Yeah, I was about to say, Quavo gives a look to Nate and goes, everything will be alright, and then unsheaths his sword and charges.
Being like, oh, they're like so glad that you calmed down, and then you literally just book it up ahead.
and just run away. Run past.
Where does are you now?
Sorry. Charges, I guess.
Maybe
Alex,
catches up to
wherever I
Grog.
can charge to.
Yeah, Alex. Where could he
so
charge
I
to?
do
Not
know where
there
I
yet.
get to
Let's
here.
just put you at like the back there.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we're still pretty far away.
we start. Say what?
We're still pretty far back.
You're like running up there. So basically, y'all are rolling for initiative. They are like going first with this goblin.
Yeah.
And then you
Okay,
guys.
so on our
like, the
initiative, we can
second.
choose to approach or not.
Sure. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
just do it full
Because
I guess I'm
that's
like-
why he went first, is because.
I guess my
I
thought was
should've-
like you're close enough to where when they're doing their turns, you'll be there by then.
Okay.
And
okay.
so like
I gotcha.
you're just like this second tier of
Oh,
initiative.
okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
If you decide. You want
Yeah.
to.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah. So we begin with Whitaker.
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do.
Well, you're laying on the ground right now.
Yeah, so
Oh,
just-
he
I'm
fell
literally
over.
laying
You
down.
are
that's
prone.
half of your
Holy.
movement speed to get up if you wanted to get up.
Yikes. Okay. How far away is he from me?
He's
5 for each of these.
15, 20, 25.
yeah, and I'm not like huge
So-
on speed.
so how-
like
Okay.
I mean I like you can basically. Well, I guess to get up that might be.
Yeah, that'll
Let's do
tap
that.
them to reach.
Or like
The goblin.
spell range and stuff too.
Yeah, that's true. But in terms of like, I guess just like proximity, I'm not, or like going, you're like close enough to where, because that's the thing with this map. I'm not like it just kind of drew it randomly.
Yeah.
So it's like you're close. He doesn't have this like giant fire, so it's like you're close enough to where you'll be able to reach him. Like
If I, yeah, okay.
To be honest, I don't think I know how Whitaker lawfully fights, so I don't know
This will be interesting.
what
Right.
you do.
That's
Well,
why I stopped you guys.
Yeah.
yeah, so I kind of didn't have like spells prepped or anything, but he definitely can cast some spells, but I probably will just opt for not doing that. So for now, I'm just gonna get up, and I guess it's like half my movement, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and like call Grog over to me. Which is, I guess, maybe probably don't have to like really do anything for it, but if the goblin just has a dagger, then I'm getting up and I tell Grog to come up here.
he has like a sword.
Well, he's still, I mean, he's not gonna like
Yeah.
throw it at me or anything.
Yeah.
He could.
Yeah, he has a short bow as well. I will say.
Okay, well, this is news to me.
Yes.
You might not have noticed.
Okay,
He sees you get up, he picks up a short
You're not gonna move?
okay. How about I try, I'm gonna look something up really fast.
Yeah, no, take
I
your
have
time.
a spell, or I have a cantrip that I can use.
Eliminate goblin.
Illuminates
Insta
goblin.
kill.
No, it's the.
Power word kill.
Thaumaturgy.
Yes, it is, but I'm wondering if that can like make the flame bigger, like the fire bigger.
Maybe.
So that's all I'm trying to find out. Because I also have sacred flame.
No, no.
How about I just do that, just to keep things moving? Okay, I have sacred flame, so I'm gonna
Wait,
cast it.
Thaumaturgy does. You can do that if you
I
want.
can. Okay.
It literally says you cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute.
Okay. By brighten,
Yeah, I think brighten could.
I'm talking
I mean,
like flashbang type brighten.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then how about I just do that while I'm getting up, or I get up, and then it's just a cantrip, so I don't think I have to like have anything.
Do you roll? Do I have to roll for anything? Do I have to like?
So,
It doesn't. I mean, it's you're doing it to a non-player, so I don't think it does anything. But I guess depends
It'd
on
be
his
more like-
intentions,
like role
right?
play,
Like
yeah.
for
Yeah.
okay.
So
Okay, then I just cause the flame to like flare up really big.
The fire
basically-
flame?
Yeah, the fire flame, basically, like kind of blocking me from vision
That's great.
while I'm standing up, and then I tell Grog to come up and join me.
sweet. And so the goblin kind of goes, "Ah!" and he like backs away from the flame, but then he's like,
10
ah,
feet.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. He falls off the back of the cliff.
Yeah, he's about right there now.
Okay, so
And then we
Grog is
go-
Now,
yeah.
Grog is now up there with me.
no, I stay hidden. I hear him, but I stay hidden.
Don't worry.
I'm like right behind him, right? I'm right behind
You're
him.
right
just
behind
hidden.
him.
So
Yeah.
I'm just staying out of sight and being like, No way.
You
No
like
way
I
I
got
come
this.
forward.
You're just
Hey,
okay.
don't worry.
Yeah, we all trust
Also,
you.
by the way, what Grog sees is this flame become huge and you standing up slowly. So I just see the outline of a
The
devil,
outline of devil's
Yeah.
horns.
just like
As
flames,
the
and
flame
I
rises
like
and
Grog
then-
is like. So when he hears the call, he's like disconnected from who that could be, and so he's like, "No, I'm staying here. No way."
We go to Grog. If that ends your turn, then we go to Grog.
Yeah.
Okay, so first I want to. How far is he away?
About, like 25.
Yeah, I mean like 20 feet maybe. Like sorry, these aren't
So
accurate.
so Grog has like since his slimy encounter has like clearly grown a little
Capital
bit more
S,
hair,
capital E,
right? Like
right.
just
Yeah,
like
sure.
weirdly like more adults.
Right.
And you guys have noticed, of course. And
We were hyped on it
so
earlier.
so in this moment when he's frightened by Devilman over here, he I basically am like I'm looking ahead. I'm frightened by this shape in front of me,
Yeah.
and also by the scenario, kind of anticipating that we would just be sneaking to see. Unknowingly, I let out kind of like a whee, and I am like running forward as I basically like you see the hair extend, my large teeth extend into tusks, and I turn into a boar.
Let's go, dude.
So as a boar. After wild shaping, I
Absolutely.
charge, which is as long as I move 20 feet straight towards a creature, I can basically do additional damage. So I'm gonna attack the goblin and attempt to push him off the cliff.
Amazing.
Baby.
So
So
This
I think
poor fucking guy.
I know.
I think I have to use. I think it's just a strength attack,
okay.
and it's. Yeah, let's see. DC strength saving throw. So I would just.
So you make the tusk attack first.
Oh, sorry.
And so you deal damage with that, and then if
One
you
d6
charge-
plus one. Okay. So I
tusk
do need
attack.
to. I do need to roll.
So
Though.
roll for the tusk
You
attack,
gotta
right?
roll to hit.
Roll for test.
Plus 3
Roll
to
for
hit.
test.
Okay. So. So it's a 5.
You're new to this.
So it's a 5. But maybe like I'm like.
It's a
Yeah. It's a 5.
It's a 5. Your tusk, the goblin kind of just like he like not even gracefully, but he just like avoids the tusk. Because
Okay,
you're
so-
you don't really understand what's going on
So I
with your
kind of
tusks
stamp
yet.
to a halt, knowing that the cliff is not where I want to go, and just kind of hard turn.
Wait, so you were trying to knock off with the tusk attack?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I think. I mean, I would have had to make contact.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm
Right.
basically now I'm right behind him. Basically,
Yeah.
I just turn and look at him. Like
Okay.
I can't do anything else.
Yeah. So you're okay. Thank you. So which one's the goblin? The blue one.
I'm yellow.
Okay. So then we go to the goblin.
Nice.
And he is going to just attack. He's going to attack Grog with his scimitar.
You make the attack.
Yeah, I get that. Sorry, what?
He's going to attack Grog with his scimitar. Scimitar?
Or
Grim
Grog.
skimmy.
Skimmy. And it's a 19.
Okay. So. Yep.
A hit, so then it is. He deals 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
Don't beat yourself up, Grog. This is your first time changing into a boar. It was a
And
new
then,
experience.
yeah, so he slashes and then kind of backs away around like this side of the fire. Like, kind of splitting the difference between Grog and Whitaker. And then at this point, Quavo has made his way up the hill now, and we go to his turn.
All right. So am I at the top of this or at the bottom of this?
You're wherever. I mean,
Okay,
you
cool.
run
I'm
out.
here.
Yeah.
I'm here. Quavo unsheaths his sword and charges for a melee strike.
Okay.
With his long sword on the goblin.
Nice.
Okay, so roll.
For
Ooh.
For strength, or to hit.
hit.
So, do you have? I don't exactly know how that works, but it should have like your attacks and whatnot.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, it'll be on that, and it'll say plus some number to hit.
This one.
It will be. I need to equip your longsword.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, what are you doing, Tim?
I know, right?
Realize this is recorded.
Oh yeah. Well, it takes a while to unsheath that mighty longsword. Okay, I added it for you. It's +4 to hit.
Okay.
+4 to hit. No.
It's a long
So
sword.
what was it?
So
10.
What?
So
no,
it's
a 6.
Or that,
So it's
yeah.
a
Plus
should be
4.
Plus
plus
10.
strength modifier and proficiency.
Okay,
Whoa,
so
okay, so 14.
14.
Yeah.
You do not hit.
What?
It's an
Damn.
evasive.
This
so
goblin
the-
is the swiftiest mother.
Yeah, so the goblin kind of like,
Parries.
yeah, he parries and he like blocks your attack. Yeah, so they're engaged. And then if that ends your turn, we go to Ezekiel. Oh, no.
I have an extra turn. You feel like it'd be worth it to use on this one goblin? Do you think we'll rest in between the
Oh,
next?
do you only get it once per rest?
Yeah. I would
Why
like to use
not?
my extra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My extra action
Okay.
to strike again.
All right, baby.
Sensational. Do that plus
Okay, that plus 4, 22.
Oh, yeah, you hit, baby.
1.
And so then roll for damage.
Okay.
So,
Is that?
Wait, you didn't? Okay, yeah.
That's D. I don't know.
D8
it will specify in your attack options.
for the longsword.
D8 plus 2.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Is this it? Yeah.
Slice that mug.
4.
Plus
4
2,
damage?
6.
Yeah.
Well, plus
Okay.
2, right?
Yeah.
So it's
But 2 plus 2.
Oh.
Sorry, too.
Yeah.
Cool. So, and then we go to Ezekiel.
So you hit him?
Oh yeah, you hit him, and so the goblin goes, "Ah!" and he like recoils back, but then he's still holding his sword a little bit.
Sick. I love that. I kind of love that he deflected the first one and then you came back around.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You guys are like dueling.
Anime, like,
Yeah.
anime
So
freeze
sick.
frame, like,
literally.
Time slows down.
yeah.
So Ezekiel, when he heard all the ruckus, put his hands out to stop, but Quavo burst right under. I put my hands too high. Quavo just ran straight through it, didn't even stop him. He kept going, and I say, "No, fuck." And I run after him. My the jewelry and gold hanging from my belt is like jangling behind me, and my cape is like flowing behind me as I run up the hill behind him. This one's gonna be me.
Yeah.
I get up to
Yeah,
here.
you're up on the landing.
Okay, actually go up onto this cliff. I run up, kind of up to the cliff to where I'm looking down
I
on
don't
him.
think you can do that actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
The path is like sunken
The path
down.
is kind of sunken down, so
okay,
it's like a
I
little
see.
cliff.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Then I stay down here and I peek out around the corner.
Nice.
Trying not to make direct eye contact with the goblin.
Okay.
And once I get there, I'm going to. Yeah, I swirl my hands above my head like you guys saw me do with the octopus before, and I conjure this ghostly mist and launch it towards the goblin. It surrounds him and begins to glow, and the goblin is now outlined with this glowing light. And so now he's shedding a dim light within 10 feet, and any attack rolls you make against him has advantage.
Oh, nice.
He also can't become invisible if that's a thing he could do.
Guys, let's go!
Nice.
Out.
So I do that, and then I turn to. This is Whitaker next to me.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
place a hand on Whitaker's shoulder.
I'm about to be bardically inspired.
Oh, dude, yes.
And I say,
That's about Grog.
Yeah, that's true.
Stasis in darkness, then the substanceless blue. Paw of Tor and distances, God's lioness. How one we grow, pivot of heels and knees, the furrow. And I say this all just like looking into your eyes.
My black abyss.
Yeah. And as I'm saying it, you feel like this like spiritual presence, and you feel inspired.
Nice.
And so the next attack, ability check, or save you make, you can add a 1d6 to it,
Amazing.
or damage roll too.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
And yeah, so I say that and kind of look into his eyes and like urge him to like
Get in there.
yeah.
Shake it off, bud.
Get in there.
And that ends my turn.
And that ends your turn. So as you're doing that, you hear from coming up from this part of the cliff. You hear,
Oh, what was that?
and then you hear,
Grimby's been attacked.
and another goblin jumps
I
down.
don't think we would have attacked Grimby.
Grimby, or no, not Grimby.
Gromby.
Gromby jumps down
Gromby?
right
Grimby,
here
Randy
and
Gromby.
faces
Whittaker.
Whittaker and Ezekiel.
These
And
guys.
then
Oh,
Grimby
shit.
and Robbie?
Grimby and Gromby.
he attacks Whittaker, I guess.
Believable.
And
That checks out.
let's see, he rolls a 5. So he does not hit.
He tries to swing it
Gromby's
and flies
here.
down.
I assume he misses. Armor class?
Is
Yeah, it's not
Yes.
5.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
yes. Not
12.
even worth asking. So Gromby swings and misses, and then he and kind of backs up, and then it goes to Gobi's turn.
All right. Or take a brief moment and say, "You ready for this, little knight?" And then I also run off, which I assume using all of my speed, I can maybe get up to here, and I can get maybe here.
You're all the way up there.
Cool, but I think here's good for me.
Okay.
Because I want to cast Gust on Gromby.
Okay.
So have him roll a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Wait, which one's Gromby?
This.
No, wait.
Oh,
Gromby.
Gromby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gromby.
Not Grimby.
Not
Yeah,
Grimby.
I'm
Gromby.
specifically
I'm
targeting
sorry.
Gromby.
Get it through your skull.
Oh. So he needs to beat a 12 with a strength saving throw.
15.
Die! No, he doesn't do anything. I
I
shoot
shoot
a
gust
gust
of
of wind.
So the
and
fire
Blows
flares.
his like disgusting little goblin hair.
Yeah. And I
It
say,
gets really dark.
that'll make you think about attacking my friends.
Tickles his chin.
Yeah. But
Tickles his
that's it. That's my
All
turn,
right.
unfortunately.
So then we go to Whittaker.
So I gotta be honest. So when we picked up weapons and armor back at
You took
At
them
Asda-
all.
at
You've
the
got
Thirsty
every
Boot?
weapon.
I took every weapon. No, I have proficiency in martial weapons,
Yeah.
but I just couldn't decide on one,
Mm.
which is kind of a cheat code. So I don't want to be. I was originally gonna take just a spear, which is just a simple melee weapon, because I wanted to be able to throw something. It also kind of sucks that we did just pick up the spear, but
You
maybe I should
2 spears can't have them.
just
Mine's the wet spear, of
keep
course.
keep to the wet spear.
That's a little different.
the tip wet spear.
Yours is the dry spear.
I just
There are
kind of was
tridents.
overwhelmed by what I should maybe choose.
You can't go wrong is the thing.
Okay.
It's pretty balanced.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to pick something that's like.
There are tridents.
You think a trident would be kind of sick?
Like a pitchfork.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Well,
on the
my
nose double
town
stuff.
is very like where I'm from is also very like agricultural in nature, so I was kind of thinking it could be like a sort
trident?
of primitive-esque like trident,
Like
like
it
do
could
it.
be a
pitchfork thing.
pitchfork if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just use trident stats.
Okay, then I'll use my trident.
That's
so
sick
That's
as hell.
dope.
A devil
I'm
with a
basically
pitchfork.
about to-
Yeah, dude,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
sick.
yeah. So yeah, my next me, I guess I'm just going after Gromby,
Gromby.
who's right in
Gromby.
front of me.
Okay.
Gromby.
So I'm attacking with my trident, and it says 1d6 piercing.
So roll
I have
to
to
hit
roll if it
first.
hits first,
You're
right?
using 2 hands.
It's this
It'll
dice.
do more damage because it's a versatile weapon.
So that means I can use 2?
Yep.
If you are using 2 hands.
Oh,
As
sure.
long as you
why
don't
not?
have like a shield or something.
Canonically have a reason.
I
Do
don't
you
have
have a shield?
Using
Yeah.
2 hands.
I don't think so, no.
Then you can use 2 hands.
Okay, so roll if it hits. I rolled an 11. Is there any boost to that?
You would add plus strength and plus proficiency,
So 14 total.
which misses.
Freaking heck, dude. I
Stands
suck
his
at fighting.
ground.
Whoops. Gotta be quicker.
These guys are awesome.
What's happened? So as I run up and I gusted him, and then you miss an attack. And you're like, yeah.
We look ridiculous.
Now.
right now.
And I highlighted the other one.
We go to Grog. If that
So
ends your turn.
the thing is, you
Oh.
can roll your bardic inspiration to add to that,
Oh, that's true.
to your hit roll. So you
Okay,
can add
I
a
think
1d6.
I also, because of the war domain, I think I can attack again.
Oh, cool.
I'm pretty positive.
It strikes me as a
It
war domain
says
sort of thing.
bonus proficiencies at first level. War priest delivers bolts of inspiration. You are engaged in battle. When you use an attack action, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action.
Oh, nice.
Dude.
So you
Okay,
can do
so
another weapon.
I'm gonna attack
So use
again,
your
and
bonus
this time
action.
can I use the bardic inspiration?
Only
on top
you
of
don't
that?
have to until you roll.
You don't even have
You
to
can
do
roll
that
first.
I can
till
roll
you
first and then
Yeah.
decide. So I gotta roll if it
Yeah.
hits.
Same thing.
He doesn't have to
At
tell you if it
3,
hits. Though.
13.
13.
Time.
13.
Use it.
So bardic inspiration, and it's a d6. So
Yes, yes, yes.
Big money, big money.
4.
Okay, so that hits.
Thank God.
And
So now
then
I do for damage.
crumbs.
Okay, and versatile. So
D8.
a D8.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Yep.
Please God, I want to spear this
Oh,
man.
and you will add
Ooh.
your strength to this as well.
Oh, nice.
So +1. So
4
5.
plus 1, 5.
Nice.
Gromby takes a hefty piercing, and he is like bleeding and like very weak now, but he's like still trying to fight.
Oh, yeah.
So then if that ends your turn,
That
then,
ends my turn. I gotta pee.
then we go to Grimby, and Grimby I guess attacks Grog, with
Grog?
or
This is Grog over here.
Wouldn't it be?
Wait,
Or-
wouldn't it be my turn?
Yeah, I think it's
oh yeah, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, yeah.
Too many GR names.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Good, thanks.
Grimby,
Good call.
Grog, and
Come on.
Gromby.
Grimby, Grog, and Grog.
Grimby, Grog,
every-
and Gromby.
And
Orc.
Gobi.
Yeah.
Every orc and goblin has to have a G name.
How far am I from Grimby?
Where are you yellow?
Yellow.
You're not far. You're
In
like
feet though.
10 feet.
10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use some of my movement to get 20 feet away in whatever direction I can.
Yeah.
Which is probably just that way, right? Like triangle style.
Sure.
So go hypotenuse towards them. It's important because I only have 40 feet of movement, so I want to make sure. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's about right. So I'm doing the same thing.
Okay, you're gonna charge at him.
But I'm
Right.
gonna charge at him, not trying to knock him off. I'm just gonna go for damage. So
What second level characters have to do? It's like, well, I have that thing I can do, and I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah.
and so I go for an attack here, and I get because of fairy fire, I get.
Advantage, yeah.
Okay, so this is a 14.
To hit. Oh.
Oh,
Goodness gracious.
these goblins.
14 to hit, yeah.
Oh no. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Sorry.
So do you miss again? Do you charge again, or do you?
You charge.
Yeah, I'm running towards them to do that.
charge
So
and miss.
yeah, I basically just go through them. Same exact thing on the other side.
Cool. So Grimby just swings his scimitar at Grog, the boar, and rolls a 10,
Doesn't hit.
and he misses. And he goes,
Sorry.
and then we go to Quavo.
Just got some
And then we go to Quavo.
real winners
Quavo.
here.
Yeah.
It's a good
Quavo.
fight.
Does a little on his knees slide to
Oh,
try and
sick.
take out one of Grimby's legs.
Amazing.
Under the sword that was slashing at the board.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
So sick.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, 2.
Well,
Well, wait.
You have
plus-
advantage on this.
Advantage,
He
so
is
you get
still
another roll.
growing.
Oh, he is. Oh, you have advantage when he's glowed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sick. So roll again.
12.
Plus
Plus.
proficiency plus strength.
Plus 4,
Sorry,
right?
guys. So 16.
16. So you hit him.
Got him.
Yes, thank God.
So
Uh,
roll for damage.
D8 plus something. Well, sorry. D8 plus 2. Damn it, 3.
3. I
Let's
mean,
go.
you slash him, and Grimby lets out a. And he falls to his knees,
These.
and he collapses in death.
Oh! First kill.
Let's go. One
Missing
skull.
on the first one, but maybe you came around all the way
Yeah.
through and got him.
So Grimby's corpse falls lifeless to the ground.
Yeah.
How does
As
Robbie feel about it?
yeah, so Gromby hears this and kind of turns around as we go to Ezekiel. He kind of locks eyes with Ezekiel.
I look him in the eyes, right back into him, and I say,
Come here, sexy goblin.
I say, grovel, and I lace my words with magic and command him to his knees.
And so
Whoa.
Gromby, right?
Yeah.
So Gromby looks, his eyes just kind of become numb.
He can make a wisdom save.
Oh, okay. Well, he does that first.
Yeah.
I got my
What does he need to roll?
Yeah, what does he need to roll?
I'll tell you if you get
He 13. He rolls a 13.
That's a wise goblin.
it. Nah, he fails.
Yes!
Dang.
So
14.
his eyes first are scared, and then they just kind of become numb, and they look at Ezekiel as he falls to his knees and looks at him,
And
motionless.
I walk up to him and put a hand on his shoulder, and now I'm trying to like lower my voice, be more gentle, and say, "You see what happened to your friend Grimby over there? Doesn't have to be like that for you. Tell us who that raven was, and we'll let you go."
Whoa, dude.
Does he? Do I have to roll for anything? Like,
So it
can I
basically just
refute that at all?
got him out of. Well, yeah, I guess I would like to roll for persuasion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
do that. I didn't know if there was like something I had to do.
Let's see.
Does it sound good?
It is gonna be.
+6.
That's 14.
Okay.
Okay.
So Gromby, it is Gromby, right?
It's
Yeah.
Gromby.
Yeah. It's,
Gromby.
it's
Gromby
Gromby.
was the
Grimby's
second
dead.
one.
Yeah,
Okay,
Gromby
so
died.
Gromby's-
Gromby
So-
died.
Maybe
So-
maybe it's
Pinky, pinky,
maybe I'm
palm.
trying to intimidate him, being like, "That's what happened to your friend."
yeah.
It's the same
Same
addition
thing.
for me,
Okay.
so it's still 14.
So he kind of starts shaking and he says, Raven, speak, master. And that's all he can muster out.
Okay. Are we still in combat right now?
He's still alive.
Okay. Okay.
Is he breathing? Combat ends in death.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we are.
Can I keep talking to him?
He's pretty intimidated, so I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Ask him the
Maybe
same
you should.
question.
Maybe we ask him, like, who the raven is going. Who the raven is going to. If that's an option.
Yeah.
Like where it's going or where it's going. Even.
Hey guys, where'd that?
We can.
where'd
I
that
feel like we
board
can
come
either
from?
ask him about the raven or we can
Yeah,
ask
you didn't see it.
about
That's a
the
real
cave,
helpful board.
like where the goblins came from. If you want to ask him something.
Such a helpful board.
Why does that board have such graphic
I've got my
features?
signature red hair running down my back. Come on,
right.
I look sick. I am a boar, but
That's Grog.
okay. So I hand still on his shoulder, kind of grip a little tighter, and put my other hand on the dagger that's on my
Okay.
hip. Dude. And I say, "I'll give you one more chance. Who's the raven, Where is he going? And what were you telling him?
Roll for intimidation again.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. He says
It's going to speak to Master about a plan.
and that's all he musters out.
Okay. I guess. Yeah, I don't have anything else I can do this turn. I'm just like kind of holding him there and standing over him while he's down. I'm considering it prone, like he is. I commanded him down to his knees. He's prone, and I'm standing over him.
Okay.
And that's where I end my turn.
So that he's the goblin that jumped down, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Gromby.
Yeah, of course. So he.
It's Gromby, dude.
So we go to Gromby, and so Gromby kind of, he actually kind of like snaps out of it, and he like looks around, and he tries to like give Ezekiel a little like poke with his scimitar,
Yeah,
or a
go
little
for
stab
it.
with the scimitar. So
I'd like to
he,
see you try.
yeah,
With,
he rolls.
with disadvantage, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I actually, yeah,
He
no,
is
that's
he is prone.
he is
Yeah,
prone.
that's how that works.
So
I think it is.
14.
To hit?
Yeah.
Okay. It does hit, but as he's doing it, I am with my hand on my side. Instead of touching the dagger, I rub the crystal ball, and like this mist appears between us, distracting him as a reaction,
Nice.
giving him further another disadvantage on the triggering roll,
Oh, okay.
and giving myself advantage on my next attack roll.
Oh, sick. So I'm rolling again for attack.
Again, and you'll take
The
if this
low-
is
yeah.
lower, you'll take it.
Okay, it's a 12.
Oh, it still hits.
Damn.
My AC is so low.
What is it?
10.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
Those are
he
some good rolls, though.
hits
Yeah, yeah.
for
These goblins
That's
are
okay.
stout.
That's
he hits you for 6 damage.
Oh, no.
Okay.
We got those healing potions.
I've got healing spells. We're good.
Okay.
And then that
We'll come back to that idea.
that ends his turn, and then we go to Gobi.
Gooby.
He slices right through the mist I put in front of him and hits me.
Before I do anything, I'm checking downhill to see what little Nate did
I'm out of spell
in
slots
this
now.
last.
Oh, I thought Lil Nate was on you.
No, I did not.
Dusted him.
I kind of just said, like,
Okay.
you ready for this?
And then you left him.
And I charged.
So I guess
him
he's,
to hit him with the guts.
Like, he's
Where's
kinda
Little
down.
Nate's initiative?
So I just wanted
Yeah,
to make
Little
sure
Nate's.
little Nate didn't, hightail it. So I'm checking down first.
Yeah, he's
Real
right
quick.
there.
hiding.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Little Nate's being.
He's
brave.
hiding. Yeah.
I think I just want to dogpile this
Gromby.
Gromby as well. So I guess maybe you could call it my unarmed strike.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna kind of run up and maybe like tackle him and maybe do a little damage along the way.
Yeah.
All right. 5 to hit.
Hey, you did not.
I jump right into the fire.
We're amateurs for sure.
Dr. Bodyknock Flynt sent his best.
Needs to
Sent
be
me-
learned.
So I'm now here. I guess.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a one action kind of guy.
Oh, nice. All right, we go to Whitaker.
Well, actually,
Oh.
question. I have 2 weapon fighting, but it's really specific. I can use it as a bonus action if I'm in both hands using light melee weapons.
I think
Are we counting fists as?
so. It's only if you make a
melee?
weapon attack. I
Okay,
think,
only
and
weapon.
unarmed
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
count.
it's 2 weapon. That makes sense. Okay, then
Okay.
that's all I can
Then
do.
we go to Whitaker.
And I say, yeah.
Just asking the group. So, what is the status of Gromby now? He's like kind of
He's-
coming to.
Well, he's coming too,
getting
but he's
aggressive.
hurt.
injured.
He's very hurt.
So
He
is he still
stabs
on the
him with a
ground?
trident.
He's on the ground and he's hurt.
Okay.
So you get advantage.
So I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
I just
Well, prone.
do I have
Yeah.
time to look at the group and say, what do we think we should do with this one?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Grog.
He did just stab me.
Alright, great.
He just said, what do you guys say we should
He's
do?
a goblin.
I say,
He's like,
alright, and I'm gonna roll for an attack again with my trident,
Okay.
two-handed. Thank you. Wrong one.
How does everyone feel about
Yeah,
It should be
It's advantage.
because
It's
he's still-
advantage.
one more roll.
Yeah.
That's crazy that he hit me with double
Okay,
disadvantage.
so 13, and then do I add anything?
You add-
Proficiency and strength.
So proficiency is 2, so
Okay,
15
you hit.
and
You hit.
strength. So I hit him. And then
For
I'm rolling
a
my
D8.
D.
Have cast it overnight.
Quavo says a prayer for the 2 dead goblins.
with the 2 dead goblins.
Who do you pray to?
agnostic
Ramana.
myself. I really won't pray to the concept of a good. Not really a specific one. This kind of makes me feel bad about the man I just killed.
Yeah, that was pretty vicious. I'm not gonna lie. You guys are good to have in a pinch, though.
I set up my circle of candles and am staring into the fires and watching them flicker. And that's what I do while I rest.
Hell yeah.
I'm only taking a short rest so that I can play defense for the other hours, just to look around.
Nice.
I think
I
also
join you on that short rest.
I think also the way that Grog rests is like for
Probably
sure.
naturally pretty short.
Yeah, for sure, but also just like mentally gets rested by like kind of meandering. So it's just kind of pacing the plateau.
Okay, I like it.
Cool.
Anybody else do anything during their long rest?
I mean, if
Clean the
there's
blood off the sword.
stonework origins that I can investigate, I maybe I take a look at all the stones around, and if there's anything about their origins, I'm really good at those rolls.
Grog sees
not-
Gobi looking at a rock and
I'm
says,
really,
"Yeah, pretty cool rock,
before
huh?"
you say anything, I'm
Go ahead and
really good
roll.
at these rolls. That's a 12, and you might think, oh, just add your history, but for stonework origins,
Sure.
I add it twice.
Wow.
Has this stone been worked?
Yeah.
So,
No, you just notice a natural rock, and you're sure. Yep, I know this
It
rock.
came from this mountain.
It sure
That's
came
its
from this
origin.
mountain.
I go off to the side
That's a rock, boys.
and
"Yeah, pretty cool rock."
It's not
I
just a
like
boulder.
sit kind of perched on the ledge of the cliff. And before I sleep, I'm like very quiet. Like you can tell that I'm like muttering a couple things to myself, but also just looking off into the distance.
Nice.
Well, I'll ask Whitaker, you ever killed somebody before?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Just wondering.
Yeah.
You have now.
Grog's snoring
Weren't you keeping watch?
for the 4 hours that he sleeps.
Cool.
All right. So you guys take your long rest, and all right, right.
At like
Uh,
A
lunchtime.
chicken and rice.
Grog really quickly. Grog quickly shapeshifts into a rooster and grows, and then he shapeshifts back into Grog. So you guys wake up, and you didn't really venture above the ridge line, but once you do, when you wake up, you see you are at the top of the mountain, and you notice there's nothing that would be considered a manor, as people have been referring to Flynt Manor, but you do see kind of in the middle a shanty little shack, just a humble little stone shack. A tiny stone shack. Oh, it's stone, all right. And it's like kind of tall and skinny and cylindrical, but not like that tall, just tall enough to where there are windows up top, but you can't really like look in the windows. And it has a domed roof. So you see that in the distance.
Upon investigation, is there anything alive? Is it like just clouds, rock?
Yeah, just
shack?
clouds, rock, and you do not. Well, I'll say it. You don't see a gondola inside. And so
Something's wrong.
I'll just go ahead
Dang
and
it!
say it.
That's the wrong spot.
And so
Alex hates gondolas.
Let's go back to that. There's supposed to be a gondola.
We're on the wrong mountain.
And so you see that kind of from afar, I guess, as you are like cresting over the mountain.
Yeah, definitely down to go towards it. Trip, cautiously.
Can we get a check on, or just check for little Nate?
Well,
You
can we
just
roll-
check
can
and
we
see
roll
how
for
he's
little
doing.
Nate,
What's
please?
Little
Roll-
Nate up
I
to?
said,
Yeah.
yeah. We man.
Roll for I'll hold on. Nate is
In the night, he is
Now
perished.
one, he's in the middle of the night. Oh my god.
On the brink of death,
Oh.
and I
Forgot to
cast
feed
my
me.
cantrip Spare the Dying.
I forgot to feed him like a Tamagotchi.
oh my gosh. He's doing all right. His spirits are high. He's still definitely like kind of frightened, but he's like, you can tell he's trying to like muster up the little bit of bravery that he has to like go with you guys. Anybody's not really saying much, but he does pipe up and say,
Gentlemen, that was quite brave back there, and I just want to say thank you for what you did with the goblins.
and then he just slinks back into the distance. No,
Oh, you put that sword to good use, little knight.
Well, thank you, Mr. What's your name again?
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel?
Ezekiel.
Thank you, Mr. Ezekiel.
Thank you, Mr. Iggy Azalea.
Well,
so do you guys approach the?
So I think naturally Grog's taking the front again. I wanna do a. I don't know what it would be, but like check to see if there's any like traps or anything around.
We got
this area.
ones already.
True. Yeah.
Walking
Roll
into
for
a
it.
building.
What would it be?
I
I was thinking it would be survival, but I don't know if that makes sense.
survival. Sure.
Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money. That's not that big money. 13.
13. You look around and you don't see anything that would endanger you.
All right, so I'm in the front.
Yeah.
So,
How y'all feel about
all right, guys,
falling in there,
we're all right. Let's go.
Alien.
Kind of waves towards Gobi specifically as he had just heard Gobi say, maybe we should just say something. No, it's all right. Let's go.
Right inside?
Yeah, it's all right. Let's go.
You're a big fella.
there's no door or anything?
No, there's a door.
Oh, okay.
And so you've approached.
Approaching
You have approached. Okay,
The
so
shack.
as you approach the shack, you see. Yeah, there's just one wooden door. There are like these windows that are kind of above the cylinder. It's like tall enough to where you can't see it. And then, yeah, there's one wooden door that says Flynt across it.
Oh.
It says like kind of branded into the door. It says Flynt, and that's all you see. And then you notice a kind of big keyhole, and it has like a doorknob.
There is a keyhole.
There's a big keyhole.
I look at Quavo.
I look at Quavo.
Quavo goes,
Oh, right.
and takes the key out of his pocket, walks over, and puts the key and turns it.
Okay, so as Quavo does that, you hear a latch. Like you unlock the door, and then all of a sudden, but the door doesn't really budge at all, and these kind of runes light up on the door, and they are in a language that you do not recognize, and
What language?
it kind of looks like this. Pass this around, pass around, pass
I love the
around.
visual reference.
Yeah, sick as hell. Sick as hell.
Well, it certainly looks adorable.
What a pass pattern.
Dude.
Well,
Um,
this is tight.
Okay,
And so
we see that.
you see that, and you try the door again, and nothing happens. And yeah, you
Pizza.
these runes appear.
I furrow my brow at the door and extend my senses to detect magic in the
Okay.
area.
Yeah.
And I am trying to. So with detect magic, I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me, and see a faint aura around creatures or objects in the area that bear magic, learning the school of magic. So, like, basically, like, what kind of magic created this lock? Like, where does it come from? Its origins.
And that's just a spell?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you are able to interpret that it is you don't recognize the origin of what it is, but you do, like, something about it, like, there's something, like, auditory with the runes that it's as if they're, like, asking to be spoken to, or as if they're asking to be read aloud.
Okay. I sense that. And I say, I relay that info to the party and say, oh, it seems these runes have a sort of sonic magic to them. Looks like they want to be spoken or spoken to in some way. I can't read it. I'm not really sure what they say, but maybe there's a way to.
And none of us know the language that it's in?
No, none of you recognize the language.
Drat.
I reach out and touch one of the runes.
There's like a faint glow. You can like kind of see the glow, but it's not really doing it.
And is it just the door when I cast that spell that's kind of glowing with magic, or is there like?
Yeah, it's really just that.
Cool.
That's glowing.
Little mate, can you read any of this?
So as he says that, Grog puts his hand on the door and goes, "Friend."
Friend.
Mellock.
He says friend to the door. Okay.
Speak friend.
Does anything happen?
Oh no.
Mellock.
So,
It's a riddle. It's a speak friend.
so Lil Nate goes up to the door and he says,
Yes, this is interesting.
Nice.
It's really quite peculiar because I believe somebody I know once was once able to it looks somewhat familiar, and it's really
Gather yourself.
it's really quite a language that actually translates quite easily. Let me see what I can try to remember.
and he is able to decipher that. Let's see.
That's my son.
It's my boy.
It's our son.
It's our boy.
So he is able to decipher that the third symbol in the first group of symbols equals the letter E.
Okay.
I've solved it already.
The third letter.
The
in
third
first-
letter of the first grouping of letters equals the letter E.
Okay.
There's a lot of those. There's a double in that second word. How long is it going to take you to decipher the rest of this, little Nate?
Well, it's interesting because that's all I can recognize.
Well, much obliged.
Unless you guys really suck at this, and then I might be able to remember some more.
I mean, if we want to move forward, maybe we're operating under the assumption the first word is the.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
So we got. I
don't see those letters repeated though, so I don't know
But
what that
one
else
of them is.
The second word has a 2 of the E's.
Yeah, but the first two letters.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, there is a.
Oh, yeah.
If it is the.
That could be H.
It could be H.
Mightier.
The
Oh, the pin is mightier. The penis is mightier.
W there.
So it would be H.
H. Yeah, sorry. If you're gonna give me a puzzle, I'm gonna.
Wait, so it is the H-looking letter, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is the E.
The H is the E.
H is the E.
We think potentially
The first word is the E. If not, we'll come back and.
the greater than sign
Could
is
be,
an
the
H.
first word could be or, for all we know. And then that kind of goes back to stonework origins, and I feel like that would be pretty good.
This riddle is stone-based. I'd like to
And-
apply it to my
Stone
stone.
around it. I spend a lot of time near the keystone.
Oh, you know what? I think something's coming back to me now.
You keep that to yourself.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
I can.
If you think that we can figure it out, give us a sec.
I'll give you a sec.
I mean,
Well, he's
is
got a
there
timer.
anything else that we know
Yeah.
related to? Like, I was looking at the letter to see if there were any. There's not. Well, there may be, but I don't know.
Oh, is this mine?
Yes.
I wonder.
Gondola doesn't fit the second word. I mean, yeah, should we just try to figure out what kind of word has multiple E's like this? That doesn't have T's and H's?
Is there anything we notice other than the letters on the door?
You notice that the door is clearly unlocked, but it's just not budging.
Okay.
But well, I guess just you notice that from Quavo having put it in the key.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, other than
So I'm
that,
gonna
no.
keep adding
And it,
more
like-
guesses, but I'm gonna guess the third word shall. It works with the H and it's a double.
2
A
L's.
and
Okay, that's a good guess. And then we can use that L
L. The
in.
Gleeple.
Wait. The Gleeble.
Oh my god!
The Gleeble
It's
shall
not, it's not.
shall be.
Return in 2023.
I feel like we can probably guess that the RH one is B.
Yeah.
And so then can we
Yeah.
use that R letter looking anywhere? No, not really. The
Snatch.
I feel like it's the sleeper.
oh, that's good. That's
yes,
good.
'cause S. I forgot that I'm calling that an S.
Yeah.
But we can't. That letter's not in here either. Oh wait, sleeper shall. Yeah.
The sleeper shall be. I mean. I'm
Wait,
sure
do we have
there's-
the A? Oh yeah, yeah. Because then A would be the first letter of that bottom word.
Like arisen.
Oh wait.
Awoken.
Well, we have E already.
Awoken.
Oh yeah, that's in there.
The sleeper shall be awoken.
And as Ezekiel says that out loud,
Nice work, team. Nice work.
Insane.
Good job.
as Ezekiel says that out loud, the runes
A sleeper.
shine bright enough to where they're like almost blinding, and then go away, and the door
Guys, I got it. The
Creep.
Gleeble shall be.
The Gleeble shall be awoken.
Gleeble.
and the door creaks open.
Okay.
Thank you, little mate.
Hey, did we see any Gleeble trinkets in the Queen Bullywugs?
You are long gone and can't remember that far back.
Need to ask specifically about Gleeble.
Hey,
I
little Nate.
I send out my 4 dancing lights into the building and
good.
just look in there and see what I see.
Yeah. So you. Yeah. Roll for perception to see what you're.
Prepare my initiative roll.
Oh, it's a nat 1.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
You lock the door.
The door closes and you audibly hear Dr. Flynt say, "Never mind." No, I'm just kidding.
Go home.
Go home. No, you your lights kind of you like try to send them through and
Explode
they
your eyes.
just like they hit the door and they just kind of evaporate and then you don't see anything.
Sold.
Quavo unsheaths his sword and walks in.
Okay.
Very.
So you walk inside.
Walk.
Okay.
This sort of brazen.
So-
is not trapped with Gobi.
Inside
Cautious.
where are we? As you enter, you walk onto a landing that kind of sits at the top of a large spiral staircase leading down into a dark room. And so you are kind of like now standing on top of the room, like at the top of the room.
Got it.
And
Lower level.
yeah, and there's a room below you. It's like a cylindrical room it's probably like 15 feet down. And then roll to see what you see.
Roll perception. We've said this a million times, but what are my bonuses?
Wisdom.
Wisdom
Wisdom.
and proficiency if you have it.
Okay. I am proficient, so plus 15.
Okay, so you let's see. So you see down below you that it kind of leads down to another landing at the like where it stops at the room, and then that staircase kind of continues on below that room. And so, but in this room, you see it's probably like 15 or 20 feet high, and it has stone walls that are lined with shelves containing like hundreds of books. And then there are a few reading chairs and peculiar looking light sources that are like kind of scattered throughout, but none of them are on. And then in the middle of the room, you see a large telescope on a table that contains that's like holding other like little small gadgets that you don't really recognize. And the telescope is pointing up, like out of those windows. And then as you look above you, you see that the domed roof is transparent and opens to a pure view of the night sky.
I make my way towards the telescope.
You walk down the stairs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And as I'm doing that, cautiously, with sword in hand, I call out to Dr. Flynt.
Dr. Flynt, are you here? Do you need assistance?
And you hear no response.
No.
You hear, no, I'm not home. Yeah, you hear no response.
Okay, and then make it to the telescope.
Yeah, what does anybody else do?
I'm following him.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like I'm like hands on his shoulders, kind of like.
Okay.
Maybe hand behind little Nate.
Okay.
Last one's in the door.
I'm walking behind them, and I'm kind of like flickering, trying to like summon my lights, and I'm like, I told you guys I was a bit off.
Yeah, that's good.
I swear.
Does anybody else like? Is anybody else like looking around as you're walking down? Into the...
So I want to produce flame and look around, like trying to.
Yeah.
Like seeing that no one's really seeing anything. It seems kind of dark in here. I don't know.
Yeah. So you produce flame,
I
and
want to look around.
Okay, roll for perception.
And I'm on top of the spiral staircase right now, or is that?
You're walking down, right? So you guys are walking. So you're like in the room now.
I'm basically just like hand on shoulder, and then I go.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. I'm on fire. That is a 5.
Okay.
Nope.
So
I have only hit bad rolls so far.
you look around and you really just see like books on the wall, and you just you like
guys.
You see
there's a lot of books.
I'm gonna scan the books and see if there's like what are these books maybe about in
I
general.
recognize those things. It looks kind of like books.
17.
17. So as Ezekiel scans the books, he notices a lot of like academic books and like a lot of like kind of practical, like whether it's teaching about kind of gadgets or inventions and stuff. And then one is like kind of strewn about on the floor that at the shelf that you're noticing. And you walk over and you like look at the title of it. And the title of it is Ancient Prophecies and Their Origins. And the author is Dr. Ronald Shebus.
Shebus?
Yes, Ronald Shebus. And there's a page marked in it.
There's a page what?
There's a page like marked in the book. There's like a bookmark in the book.
I pick it up and open to that page.
Okay.
Ancient Prophecies and what?
Ancient Prophecies and Their Origins by Dr. Ronald Shebus.
Okay.
So you open the book to a page with
what are you doing?
Big letters titled The Promise of the Great Awakening.
What's happening? The Promise of the Great Awakening.
The Promise of the Great Awakening.
I recall the sleeper shall be awoken.
Correct.
Are there any pictures?
No pictures. It's just a dense academic book.
So that's the title on this page.
That's the title on the page. Like the header of the page is the promise of the Great Awakening.
I do a quick scan of the page. Does anything stand out to me? Is it over my head?
It's kind of over your head. It's like nothing really stands out, or it's like, and it's also pretty dark to where you can't really see what's on the page.
Okay, I kind of squint at it and look back around the room and close it and stick it in my bag and carry it with me.
Great.
I look around. I have dark vision, and maybe I'm just looking around to see if anything has like stirred in the room or moved or any sounds or anything.
Yeah, nothing.
Just heighten my senses for a moment, if you will.
Yeah, right. Nothing has stuck out to you, really. It's just like
Not a creature has stirred.
Not a creature has stirred. Not even a mouse. But you notice that there's definitely some sort of like not really disturbance. Like it's not like a like thrown about room, but it's like clearly someone did not take time to like clean up after they were there.
Yeah, ever since Quavo yelled out, I've also kind of joined in the chorus of like, Dr. Flynt?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
I look over at the table of gizmos.
Yeah, right.
Anything interesting on there?
And what are their names? What do they do?
Yeah, you don't recognize what they are. They're
Okay,
like...
Yeah, it's stuff I can't even tell the use
Yeah,
of.
you can't tell the use of them. They're like... They're...
Have we made it to like the telescope and the gizmos yet? Because
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
like to look through the telescope and see what it was looking
Oh,
like.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. The telescope is aimed at the moon that you can the big moon AX1 that you can see
Is it
above you.
nighttime right now?
Right.
Oh no, so it's but you can see it's like when where it's like
because the telescope
you know
is
you
pointed
can
at
see
the
the
sun.
moon sometimes during the day,
Okay,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
for
still
sure.
cloudy and like through some of the clouds you can see it's like kind of pointed in the direction of the moon. And so, yeah, as I said, you notice another set of stairs going down.
I would like to ask, Lil Nate, what the name of his god is again?
Minos?
Raminos. And what is the author? His name?
Ronald Shebus.
Okay.
It's close.
John Cheadle.
It could be a anagram for Beware Shebus.
Beware Shebus.
Beware Shebus.
As they're all yelling out, Flynt, I yell out, Shebus?
Yeah. What? Why did you just say Shebus?
Gazootech.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You hear nothing.
Yeah. I head towards the next set of stairs.
Yeah, I'm thoroughly spooked.
I do
but
as well.
I am
Okay.
moving forward with quarterstaff in hand.
As you descend down the stairs, there's another dark room, but I guess it's even darker because there's no windows. Is flame still cast? And so you guys can see another kind of like larger. Well, everyone except for Ezekiel, I guess, can see that there's another kind of like larger room below you, and there's like a.
So there's a larger room.
So there's a. You can see like a desk, and then like just like basically papers and like a drafting table, and like a chalkboard. And so yeah.
The works.
Okay.
I don't think there's any books.
I am like I'm flicking a lighter. Like, keep on doing this.
Yeah.
Can I summon my lights again?
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a cantrip.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I resummon them in
Okay.
the room and send them one over to the chalkboard, and then just like kind of around the room.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for that.
Okay.
I like the idea of this place like
Fucking with
Or
my
just
cantrips.
Cantrips. 1.
Is it a 1?
No, it's a 3.
It like they very quickly go to where you send them, but you don't see anything.
Yeah. And they fade away.
Because they fade away, right? Like it's like a one time. They don't like stay.
No, they stay.
Oh.
They're just really dim.
Yeah, it's really dim. It's.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
People with dark vision can see it, but he can't.
Like, does it feel like this place is like kind of messing with my magic, or?
No, not necessarily. You just suck.
Hey, it's all right, man.
No.
No,
You'll be
I'm
able
sure
to
the
like.
place is messing with your magic or something like that.
It's still
Easily explained, I'm sure.
Don't listen to the voice from above.
How does Lil Nate feel about all this?
Oh wait. Oh sorry. Wait. You as you when you entered the manor, you had a change of ambiance.
If the ambiance changed at all from crickets
seems like
outside.
Cicadas.
Oh, brother.
We hear an orchestra.
Now, how is Lil Nate doing?
Yeah. Lil Nate
Has
pissed his pants.
Has pissed his loincloth.
Lil Nate is
Feeling
he's
powerful.
pretty scared now. He's like and so he's not really saying much.
He's not just a normal guy. He's a Nate. Or
He's-
he's a frog.
He's a little Nate.
He's an 8.
Just a little Nate.
He's not a normal guy. He's a 8.
Keep your head on a swivel.
So you guys get to the landing where this room opens up. And
Yeah.
Banjo Kazooie, because I feel like we're like walking in on Gruntilda right now. You know,
Are we still doing our like
It's dark.
falling outs right now?
We're huddled
Because I
together.
feel like it's pretty obvious like something's also gone wrong here.
Yeah.
He wasn't like waiting for us.
He's not here.
So I'm not so eager to.
Do
just
we
be
do
like,
we smell
Dr.
anything?
Flynn.
do you smell anything?
Like a
Roll for that. Roll
give
for
me a smell
perception.
check.
Roll for smell.
I'm on fire, dude. This is perception.
one could argue
Sure.
A 4.
A 4.
You
You
caught a cold. And
you
smell
do
like
not
it.
smell anything.
I don't smell anything.
All right.
I mean,
can I do
no.
that?
Sure, you
With
can.
your big exaggerated features.
Roll with advantage.
Big nose.
I mean, I rolled a 4.
You also do not smell anything.
Okay.
I don't. Can we roll for sight?
Well, yeah, you can roll for
I wanna
perception.
I want to roll for perception. Damn. 8.
8. Okay, you.
I see nothing.
You're like walking around the room and you can like, I don't know, there are like papers on the desk that you're looking through that aren't really meaning anything.
So we came up here to find Dr. Flynt.
Yeah. Investigate further.
The key was thrown. Imagine the key somehow came to us.
Yeah.
We know that, and it opened the door. So we have to think that the key is associated with him somehow.
Yeah.
But then there was magic sealing the door.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to piece it together.
I elbow Grog and
What's up?
and kind of grab his arm with the flame and pull him over to the chalkboard and look at that.
All right, I like this idea.
So
No verbal communication.
My lights aren't working.
yeah. So at the
No, I'm
chalkboard,
sure it's just like the magic proof room or something as I'm holding up the magical flame.
So at the chalkboard, you see like a bunch of kind of scribbles. A lot of them don't make sense, but some of the things that you pick up are the phrase 1,000 years is written and circled. Elsewhere on the chalkboard is written Trask ?
Trask?
Trask ?
Okay.
And then yeah, that's actually I think that's all you see.
1,000 years circled and Trask?
Trask ?
We see, but we see other scribblings, or it's
Yeah, you see
empty
other
board?
scribblings. Yeah, roll to see if you can perceive more stuff.
Here we go, baby. Okay, that one's a lot better. What perception? I'm
Yeah.
assuming 18.
Okay, so you also see numbered like 1 period bronze wraith is written, and then the list ends there.
So just
Two,
number
so
one.
well, so it says 1 period bronze wraith, and then 2 period, but then there's nothing written, and then that's like where the list ends.
Okay. Interesting.
And does that mean anything to Grog? Like, do I know anything about that? What is Bronze Wraith?
Yeah, roll for
Wants me to have history.
history. Yeah,
Bronze is kind of
15.
Like stone.
15. You recall that a wraith can be another name for something reptilian or something of like epic purport, like
Cool.
some sort of epic reptilian proportion.
All right, so so like a wraith could be, and I don't know. He's whispering because he's frightened. A wraith could be like a big lizard or something. I like know lizards. Like the savage place is full of lizards, and this could be a lizard. Looking over at Ezekiel, plenty for like assurance, kind of being like,
a trask. I roll for nature. Do I recognize the word trask?
You roll for nature.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, roll.
I'm just trying to see if I recognize that
Okay.
that term. With the 16.
It
doesn't-
recalls no natural.
Okay.
No.
I'm not sure what a trask is.
yeah, it could be a giant lizard. Though.
I'm wondering if it has to do with the Bronze Wraith, if they're related.
All right.
1,000 years. I open up my book and scan the ancient prophecies and their origins to see if there's any mention.
We're all just saying
of
Trask to one another.
1,000 years or a Trask or a Bronze Wraith.
Yeah, you can't quite make it out.
Okay.
It's
Let's go to the. There's a table with papers on it.
yeah.
Let's go over there.
Pushing about.
I would love to raise back your point earlier about how the key came into our possession. Just to suggest the idea, why would the doctor so readily throw the key that gets him into here off the side?
It might have
Somebody
been
else suspect foul
dropped
play?
by a creature or in a struggle.
Just doesn't strike me as the kind of thing you'd do for the front door.
Yeah.
Key.
Or like, but like, or in oopsies, you know, like oopsies, I dropped my key
That's
off
true.
of the gondola.
Also, the key might have fallen. The key fell on the king a while ago. It wasn't like it just happened.
That's true.
Little Nate, when did the king die?
I'm trying to remember his voice.
Well, my uncle died. Yeah, I guess it was only about maybe a month ago.
I'm your uncle now.
Month
Your
ago.
uncle's alive and
My
well.
my other uncle.
Isn't that about when the
He said
snatchers
other
started
uncle.
showing up?
He said other.
Didn't the king died a month ago? Isn't that about when the snatchers started showing up in Ozport?
That's tracking with.
Is
what I'm
that
thinking.
correct? Am I remembering
Yeah.
that correctly?
I don't know what snatchers are, but maybe.
That
Voice from above.
I could have taken better notes, but I'm
Thanks.
pretty sure I remember it being like he sends the letter, then within a 2-month span,
Yeah.
he is reported missing. The snatchers arrive, and now
Let's
the king dies.
let's take a look at these papers that you found, Quavo. Grog, get over here.
Kind
Let's take a look.
beckons
Careful
with
with
the
the fire.
flame.
Then he set them on fire.
They're very old.
Oh, 1 second. Yeah, he just holds the flame over
What
it.
is it? What is it?
I was just rolling to see if he
not burn
stumbled
the
and burnt all the papers.
What, 18?
Yeah, it was
Okay,
8.
cool.
You have to be the
Successfully burned papers.
Yeah.
And so roll to see if anything catches your eye.
Attempt number 2 to decipher.
Gosh.
What is this? Investigation.
Investigation.
Intellect.
Intellect.
Intelligence.
Sure.
Intelligence.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, intelligence.
10.
10 on investigating the
Oh,
papers.
wait, sorry. And its proficiency, so 12.
Oh, you're
Paper guy. Paper guy.
Paper guy. So you're rifling through, and you see, you like catch kind of the similar like 1,000 Years, Trask, Bronze Wraith. You see some of the same things, but they're like out of context, and you can't really decipher that they're.
What is this room?
Is there anything else in the room?
It's like a study. It's like basically
No
just
other
like
doors.
no other doors. No.
Is there anything on the other side of the chalkboard?
Like when you flip it over.
Yeah.
There's not.
Oh, damn. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Of course it was a flipping one.
Yeah. I'm like,
So how? I mean,
Oh, and well, no, go ahead.
I'm pretty stumped.
so there's a desk, a board.
Well, and you notice another set of stairs going down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we continue down.
Yeah.
I
Continue.
feel like we've exhausted this room.
I agree.
Okay.
Just to be clear, are we all about on the same page that the doctor's not okay beyond just he's missing?
Well, I think we knew he wasn't okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
Like
just
I'm
always good.
expecting a fight the further down we go into this creepy tower.
The
Interesting.
sword's
Okay.
been out since the walking in.
Also, where's this tower going?
Yeah,
Because we were in a little
down or
shack.
up? Are we going down or up?
You're going down, so it's as if
It's
this is
getting
like
deeper
built
down.
into the mountain.
Yeah.
This feels good to me. I like going.
And it's
Cool.
made,
deep
and
into
it's
a
all
mountain.
stone walls and stone.
Can we?
I've just been touching every last inch of it.
All right, I'm gonna go down the stairs.
Walk
Yeah.
we're all
Okay.
down the stairs.
Another spiral staircase.
Another spiral staircase, just kind of heading along the wall of stone. And so you, as you're walking down, you dark vision people can see
I'm holding
a
a flame too.
yeah.
But-
I see to the edge of the flame.
Sure.
Do you try to cast your light again?
Yeah, as we're going down. Oh, cruel, Alex.
Roll for it.
Wait,
Roll for it.
Look at me. You
Pull out
can
my
do
other
this.
hand.
Yeah.
Right? You've got this.
Grog's kind of rubbing his shoulder like,
Come on, man.
Check
Come
this
on.
out, man. He's gonna do it this time. I just know it.
Magic teacup.
Is this like Arcana? Like, can I add anything to this, or is it just?
It's your cantrip. I don't know.
I mean, the cantrip is I just cast the light
Oh,
that
that's true.
exists.
Uh,
It should work every time.
Arcana's
Yeah,
like
that's
a
true.
magic check. So you
yeah,
can take a
yeah,
Arcana.
yeah.
this is good. This is
This is
good.
a magic building.
This is good.
Check it out a little bit. He's about to do
21.
something crazy.
Oh. Okay, so the lights go throughout the room, and it lights up the room.
Okay.
Nice, and it stays lit.
As that happens, I just kind of go.
That's good.
I still got it.
So
Guess this room isn't magic proof.
Yeah, sure. It's got it.
so
Flame away from your
you
hand.
you see as you're walking down the stairs with the lights, you see like a large ornate kind of like bedroom. It's almost like a suite kind of situation where there's like a bedside
Cool.
table, like dresser. I don't know,
Right,
like,
sure.
like and so
Oh, he's comfortable.
He slept on the rocks last
Whittaker
night.
climbs under the covers. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
And do we see more stairs? Or is
you
this
do
where
you do
it-
see more stairs continuing down into.
So it's just a bedroom. There's only. I'll just do a roll for.
Perception.
Perception
So you
again.
walk into the room and you roll.
Yeah. So 19.
19.
Yeah.
So Whitaker is walking over, kind of around the bed, just like looking around the room. And then you hear a really faint, like, coming from under the bed.
Okay. I turn and look at everybody and I go. Okay. Any response from me doing that?
I lower my lights to floor level. Just hover them down to kind of illuminate under the bed.
I produce flame again.
You produce another flame?
After nudging Ezekiel.
Yeah.
I'm really struggling.
Is there anything down there, Quavo?
Oh, Oh yeah.
You're kind of at.
Quavo peeks under the bed. with
Quavo
the
peeks
sword.
under the
So-
bed.
How about I motion Quavo to go around the other side of the bed.
Great call.
I
Great
go.
call.
So Quavo.
Quavo's
And
like-
I'm moving towards like the bed as well. So
Okay.
that
Quavo
I'm
hardly
trying to like
clears the
surround.
Does
bed to begin
anyone-
with.
Yeah.
I'm staying away.
Have any kind of ability of lifting the bed off the ground? You know,
I mean,
magically?
I could wild shape, but I don't think that makes sense.
I could do Earth Tremor again. That was good to you.
Don't
Yeah,
we
that
have
was
some
awesome.
strong guys here?
We do. I'm just I'm trying to think
I'm
of
a
like.
pretty beefy gnome.
Okay.
I feel like you don't even have
Can
to
I
lift
just?
the bed.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
Can
I do some kind of a like a
Strength check to lift the
strength
bed up?
check to like
Lift the bed up?
lift the
Throw
bed
it up.
up?
Frank,
Yeah.
Throw it on top
because
of me.
this is like our approach to this, instead of being like, hello.
Nat 20.
Nat 20?
Yeah.
That 20
Goes through the
baby.
wall.
I sling that thing across the room.
What were you going to say, Gobi?
Well, I was just gonna say, like, because we're not doing like you down there, and we're instead like trying to get the jump on them. Like I'm like
You're ready.
quarterstaff in the
Yeah.
air, like whack-a-mole ready.
So you fling the bed up.
Fling the
and,
bed, and presumably have my trident just ready.
And you see a dwarf
That is cowering in fear. And he's like shaking and heavy breathing. And he like kind of beaks up at you, but like he's kind of like, you can tell he's a little dazed and doesn't really know what's going on, but he like kind of looks up at you.
Okay, so I withdraw my trident. So quickly reading the situation, not deeming him as dangerous.
Okay.
Is the way that I perceive the moment. And I get down on one knee, and I pull something out of my pocket. What has he got in his faces? And I say, I just try. I say, Dr. Body Knock. Is that you?
He doesn't really have energy to speak, but he just kind of shakes his head.
Like no?
Like shakes his head no.
Quavo sheaths his sword, puts his hand on his shoulder without having to deck down too low, and says, "Are you all right? What happened here?"
I'm standing at the bottom of the stairwell, kind of like back to the rest of the party, looking up the stairwell, just like checking out everyone's faces.
Yeah.
Great call.
60 goblins.
Yeah.
Because you said
Oh, I
that
forgot to
you-
mention.
60 goblins.
You so when you ask him that, and he clearly is like super dazed, doesn't really understand what you're saying, but he's able to muster out just like between catching his breaths, because like he can now kind of tell that he's not in danger. He just kind of puffs out like, put head in cauldron, head in cauldron. And then he's shaking and just goes back to his fetal position.
Can I do a medicine check to see if his condition is something that I might be able to remedy with a healing potion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a
I'm just
cauldron
checking
in the
to
room?
see. Oh yeah, is there a cauldron?
No, you don't see a cauldron in the room.
So I'm just checking to see, like, does this look like something a health potion would help? The nat 20?
A nat 20.
Wow, what's
Is
wrong?
that two in a
You
row?
guys
I
are
love
rolling
how
on all this.
outside of combat, it
I
was
know.
like, yeah, so I chucked a bed across the room.
I know.
That's great.
Yeah, it's like, you do it. Yeah. You
I
so
don't see any ravens.
you're able to sense.
Are
Yeah.
any ravens in the room while I'm at it?
You are damn sure there are no ravens. So you are, as you're like examining him, you recognize that he's not just like speaking. He's not just exhausted from like pure exhaustion. He's terrified, and there's clearly some sort of like curse that he's under,
Oh,
or like some sort of spell or curse. You don't really know, and it's like he's clearly not. It's not just something where like a health potion could save him.
Ezekiel, you mind checking for magic again like you did before?
Oh, it's no physical ailment. Some sort of magical ailment, you think?
I looked him down pretty good, and I'm fairly certain it is not a physical ailment.
You what?
I looked all over him in every nook and cranny.
I nod and reluctantly step away from the stairwell.
I'll watch the stairwell.
What's Grog doing?
I tap you, tap me in.
Yeah,
I walk
Grog's
over,
just watching from the middle of the room.
and I
Yeah.
am again detecting magic, sensing magic, trying to see if basically he will be outlined in an aura if there's some magical curse on him, and I can sense the school of magic.
Okay, he is outlined in some sort of magic, and it matches the magic from the door.
Okay.
It's not like the same
Weird.
spell, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
but
the same origin.
Is there anything else in the room that is also like affected by this magic?
No, just him.
I turn to the rest of the group and I say, I don't know what happened here, but seems there's some sort of curse on this whole place. Whatever locked the door up there is what has cursed our dwarven friend here.
He is a friend. I pull out my trident.
Put him out of his misery.
What is the dwarf wearing? Like, what?
He's
does he
wearing
look
like normal kind of dwarven clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not like armor.
Just some
A
trousers.
belt. It's funny. He's actually wearing a belt across his. He's wearing a gray hoodie.
Yeah, goggles.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Goggles.
Kindred spirit.
I think we gotta find the cauldron.
Yeah.
I think we keep going.
I'm just gonna be like.
I kneel down next to him, next to you, in front of him,
We go in for.
and I look him dead in the eyes and I say, "What do you need? Is there anything you need, friend?"
He kind of uncoils again, and he like kind of out of his breath. He just repeats, and looks you in the eyes. Put head in cauldron.
Put head.
Put head in cauldron.
Your head?
He's actually
And he shakes his head.
Okay.
And then he kind of like points down.
Oh, are there more stairs in this room?
Yes, I'm sorry. There are more stairs in this
I
room.
forget.
What,
Yes,
how
yes.
many layers deep are we now? Like
We're
4?
three.
You're 3 layers
We
deep.
went in, down to the main level, and then down to the study, and then down to the bedroom. So there's one more.
All right.
So
Producing flame and
Producing
taking
flame.
the
going
stairs.
on. I'll stay with him,
You'll stay with him?
with the dwarf,
for the night.
Okay.
just for now.
Um,
Alright, can you go try and find a cauldron? I'll make sure he's alright.
he pipes up and looks at you and says, Go! Hide me!
Hide me? Oh,
right, we
my
kind
gosh.
of messed up his
Yeah,
spot.
sorry about that.
The bed's shattered
You're
across
gonna
the room.
need a new bed. Is there like a wardrobe in the room?
Yeah, there's a wardrobe in the room.
I'm gonna pick him up
Nice.
and open a ward or have someone. I look at Gobi and I'm like, I nod to the wardrobe and prop it open, and I'm gonna stick our buddy in there,
Nice. Blink.
and then I pat him on the forehead,
Thank you.
and I close the door, and I say,
Speaks very
"We'll be
easily.
back."
Great.
This is perfect.
Exactly what I hoped for.
I take a jacket off of one of the coat hangers. I'm just assuming there's one in there, and
Yeah.
I wrap it around his neck.
Oh, nice.
Aw.
So,
Around his neck.
Like, yeah, really tight.
so the jacket even for him is a little small, actually.
Okay, interesting.
Do we know what Dr.
And it
Body
had
Knox
measles.
was?
Yeah,
Sounds like a
know his
gnome.
race.
Could be a no.
A halfling or
It mean,
Not a lot of things
he's
smaller
making
than
little
a wood.
gadgets, dude. He's a gnome for sure.
Okay, well,
Teeny
how about
tiny
this?
tinker.
How about this? As I'm grabbing the jacket to wrap it around it, why not? I look at Quavo and I say, "This looks about your size. What do you think?" And I look at you and I'm holding the jacket.
Is it yours?
Don't mind if I do.
And I try it on. Does it fit me?
And it fits perfectly.
Like a
How about that?
And
What
I
kind of
say-
jacket is it?
I say,
This is my jacket.
I say, really cool.
All right, do you keep the jacket on?
Hell yeah. I do.
What kind of jacket is it again?
It's a black leather one like the Fonz has.
For Dr. Body Knock's
know.
date night jacket.
Worn that in a long time.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, and then we continue down.
Yeah.
You continue down. So you continue down, and you know what, Kyle? Let's see if you can light it. Let's see if Ezekiel lights up this one.
Okay, so I can just move them with me.
Yeah, you can do that.
So
Okay,
I just
great.
bring them down.
That's great.
They
Yeah.
fall like I go down
Yeah.
the stairs and they just single file and I'm
Is
like
that-
bouncing
is that
like
canonical?
Yeah.
He goes,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it's
That's
in the
good.
Fantasia.
Yeah,
very good.
they follow me
The
down.
mops going down the stairs.
And I walk into the room.
As we walk down the stairs, I take this time to reassure little Nate.
Okay, good.
No harm will come to you. I swear it.
Uh-oh.
And he
Better raise that sword up.
and that makes him feel a little.
From retirement.
Yeah, that makes him feel a little more reassured. So as you walk down into this decently lit room now, you see it's kind of like, it's still like stonework and all like around you, but it's a laboratory where there are like all sorts of like tubes, potions, and well, not really potions, but they're you see beakers and you see like things around
Bunsen burner?
Bunsen burners, test
Multiple Bunsen
tubes,
burners!
Beakers,
Beakers.
and the Muppet beaker.
and the Muppet
Graduated
beaker is darts away. Yeah, so you see a lab, and then you see a like kind of a large vat of a that's like been used, but it's empty. But there's like some like residue, you know, when it's like when the soup's empty and there's like still a little bit of soup left in there, but but it's not a soup. So
Right.
yeah, so that's
It's like a cauldron for soups that isn't covered in soup.
it's not a cauldron. It is a vat. It is clearly a vat.
I mistake it for a cauldron and say, "All right, boys, who's putting their head in? Little Knight, time to step up."
And awfully quiet back there.
I look at, I address Gobi and Ezekiel. And there's clearly a bunch of like sciencey stuff around, but maybe I just say like, I just ask them like, any of you recognize any of that stuff? To
Yeah.
see if there's any sort of like magical elements, any like, I don't know, anything they see. So maybe I'll roll for what you
So-
see. I don't know.
I'm still concentrating on detect magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So do I see any of that same magical aura curse thing in here?
You see that coming out of the vat.
Out
And
of
then
the
like
vat.
kind of outlining the like
The liquid in
the
there?
residue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yes, looks like this liquid in here in this vat. It's got the same curse on it that poor dwarf up there had.
he said head in.
To be fair, I'm not sure the scientific term for this vessel is a cauldron. I think it looks more like a vat to me.
And so you also just like as you're looking around, so it's a big laboratory. At the far end, you see a sign that says testing facility, and there's an arrow that leads kind of out a door. It's not like downstairs, but it's like not a door, but it's like out an opening
Passageway.
passageway in the stone.
Okay, let's just keep going.
Do we see anything? I mean, we see a ton of beakers and science experiment. Like, can I investigate like what's going on over there? Like, what actually is it? Is there any residue on all that stuff?
Yeah, you can notice like some similar residues like also lighting up, but like the vat, this like
Is it
giant
all
vat.
used and empty as well?
Yeah, it's all
Okay.
empty. Yeah.
What does the residue look like?
It's like a kind of bluish green.
Bluish green.
Yeah, it's like
I think I'm gonna walk over and
You're gonna taste it.
run my finger and grab some of it. Just
okay.
Yeah.
just and then just like kind of hold it up, trying to understand what it is.
Yeah. It
You lose a finger.
it begins to burn you can clearly feel your finger like moving in some way, but it's not really like doing much. It's just like kind of burning, like it hurts for sure.
But it's moving without my will. Like
It's not
moving.
it's not moving. It's like you can feel like things within your finger, like as if it's like changing something within that part of you. But it's yeah.
Oh, let's check this out.
So then I take my pants off.
Wait a second.
What?
We need to make the spear wet.
Yeah, I
Dip it in there.
I honestly was thinking. I think I pull like first off like I wipe it off. Does my finger look any different? It looks the same.
There's like a actually no, there's nothing. Now
Okay.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I think I run my spear along the liquid to wet the tip with the blue and greenish
Okay.
ooze.
Nice.
That's just
Yeah.
in preparation.
Great.
Yeah.
The wet spear is now wet.
Maybe.
And
Maybe.
covered in weird ooze stuff.
It's it's not like enough to cover the tip though of the spear.
Okay.
It's like just a little bit
Put
of
it right
drops.
on the tip then, just in case I attack someone. I want to hit them with that stuff.
That's smart. What you picking up anything over there, Grog?
1d1 of burning.
Yeah.
Just checking in. Are we thinking we'll wrap up soon, or not that we need to? Just want to
We're-
get a sense.
I'm good on
Are we approaching
A save point.
What? How much time y'all got?
I'd probably like to be home by 11 at the latest.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking like 10:30 wrap. If
10:30 wrap.
Yeah,
We can. I
if
think
that's okay.
I think we can do that.
Yeah, cool.
I think.
Hey, if not, just sudden cliffhanger. Sopranos.
Yeah. That's fine.
Whatever.
Kept it
I mean,
alive.
I'm down to keep going until we get to a stopping point. But
Yeah.
I mean, we're done in this room too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think so.
I
I think
feel like
I think we just
can-
gotta.
I think that after, I think as Grog, I'm kind of like, well, that doesn't feel very good. This seems like bad stuff after you've already said it's clearly demonic or evil or something. I'm like,
The same
yeah,
exact
no,
thing
totally.
that was affecting the
It's
dwarf.
definitely bad. Definitely bad. So what's this testing facility all about, you think?
So
Only one way to find out.
yeah, I'm just gonna say you guys walk through it, and so you walk through, and you walk through this passageway. It's like kind of stone for a little while, and then you open up onto like a pretty big stone bridge and then like above you there's like a clearly giant like mountainous cavern kind of cut out that you walk across the stone bridge, and then at the other end of the bridge there's another like entrance to that, and you can see a little sign that says testing facility. So you walk across the bridge, and
Successfully.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we did.
Okay, great.
you walk successfully across the bridge,
Just hold
Um,
7 days with it.
and right, sorry. Yeah, as you get closer to the other side, you see a similar opening. Okay, and you start to hear kind of a low droning noise coming from inside, and sometimes
That
it's
sounds like
yeah, it's like kind of rhythmic. So it's like, and it happens only momentarily. Like you hear like a kind of a larger drone happen every like few minutes. Yeah, like you only hear kind of like one like low like drone, and then like a kind of quieter drone.
Does it
You said it's
sound
rhythmic?
mechanical?
No, it doesn't sound. It sounds like
Organic.
yeah.
The bronze, right?
Um,
Keep walking.
Ready
Well,
for
I
that?
want to. Can I see like I want to see if I feel like growing up in the wilderness, I might have better hearing. Like I want to see
Yeah.
if I can hear anything like more specific or understand that sound more than what it is as we walk.
Yeah, roll.
Okay, that's a pretty good one.
bodes well.
What would I be using with this? Maybe
Perception, I think. Yeah.
21.
Okay, so you can make out that it's like voices that are making this, like a group of voices making this noise.
Like chanting or something?
And
The wraiths.
Guys,
snatchers?
Yeah, snatchers, yeah.
Do you hear those voices?
Oh, is that what they are?
Yeah, I've got like really good hearing. I grew up in the wilderness, so I've kind of got like good hearing.
So
Keep walking.
we keep going.
So you come to the entrance to the facility.
I put. I've got my trident.
As quietly and as ready for combat need as I possibly could. We approach the edge.
Yes.
Okay. So you
There's a door.
it's another like entrance and then leads in through like a little cave.
Like a closed?
No, it's an open kind of like corridor that like goes into like groups.
Would anyone like to go first?
I'll go first. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, classic duo. Okay. I'm kind of hands on shoulders.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah,
Quavo
great.
again. Just kind of like
Okay.
So
conga line style.
as you enter the facility, you enter into a large cave room that is lit up by a few torches. Dead ahead, so it's like a giant cavernous room. Dead ahead of you, there is like a little stone structure, and inside you see like the reflecting of water, and that is blocking your view of like what is the like main part of the room. And to your right, you guys are like kind of like coming up on the like hallway walking into this room, and you stop to look inside. And to your right, you see another like little room of the cave that is patrolled by two like cultish looking robed figures. And yeah, and then yeah, so yeah, you can roll to see if you see anything else actually.
Sure.
Is it all of us or just fearless?
Maybe the two who are leading.
11.
11.
5.
Okay, 11. So you, Quavo, can like faintly make out that there are like other bodies sitting in they're like sitting on the ground in the other cavern or like cavernous room that these two cultists are patrolling. So
I'm really sorry. I guess one of you guys can probably explain to me, so you don't have to. Whatever.
No.
But what the room again? The water. I'm imagining corridor, big open room. You said there's like a stone feature in the middle. Bum bum bum.
La-di-da. We're back on the boat. The
You find
octopus is-
yourself back on.
Hey!
There we go.
Well, that works. We brought Grimby and Grumpy.
Grimby.
Grimby and Grumpy.
Okay.
so you guys are there.
And where's the water?
Water is in there.
And
It's
the
like obstructing our
cultists-
view of the rest
It's
of the
obstructing your view of what this looks like.
Can we mark where the cultists
Yeah.
are?
Which ones were Grimby and Grumpy? Right? These nobody's cool.
They are kind of like patrolling right here. And then this is where Quavo noticed
Other bodies?
other bodies.
Okay.
And then, so this just, I made a modification, is...
You can get
like,
through
you
that
can-
way?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is just... Yeah.
Cool.
And there's upstairs. Those are just, yeah.
Great. I know I have my handy dandy cantrip, which is basically throw voice
Sure.
as an option. I kind of want to try it.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
So, I always forget the list of sounds that I can make. Alright.
Bronze Wraith sounds.
Never even
Surrender
seen that.
whoever walks in next.
I'm also
Okay.
okay. So I can. My voice either booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute. Lights can
Thunder.
harmless tremors, instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice within range, such as a rumble, thunder, the cry of a raven, or ominous whispers.
Seems obvious.
So, what do you? I mean,
Thunder.
but we're inside.
No,
so
definitely
ominous
cry
whispers.
Over, I was thinking
It's up
cry
to
of a
you.
raven, but it's your character.
Raven does sound pretty.
It's whatever you want.
What do we think would be most distracting?
Well, you are.
Probably.
What are you trying
are
to
you-
do with the
I'm
distraction?
trying to distract them just to get them away. So I thought that maybe we could go
Take 'em
see
this
the
way.
other.
Oh
people.
yeah, yeah.
But they're on the ground, right?
Yeah.
The people he saw.
Yeah.
We know they're on the ground.
They're
I guess
sitting
we don't
right
know if
there.
they're friend or foe. So I don't know. I would like to leave it up to the collective, I guess, in a way. So I just say, I can't do it.
I
And
say we do it and investigate the peeps.
Yeah,
If we
That's
can,
the-
if we
that's
can
kind of
distract
the
them and get them
best-
away.
The best lead we have.
well, I'm assuming that it will work, but
Yeah.
we'll try it.
Worth a shot. If not, Quavo's probably.
As
gonna
you're
charge.
as you're discussing, you hear the voice drone, like the pulse, come from the other side of the room. As you're like sitting here discussing that, yeah.
Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna shuffle to the front of the group, and translucent red. Yeah. That might be the right word or wrong word, but I don't know the distances or anything like that within range. I'm gonna throw my voice basically just like over here, as in the sound of a raven, which I would imagine is hopefully.
Just sounds something like what?
I mean, even if it has nothing to do with their leader or their deity, it's also like, what's a bird
Exactly.
doing 5 levels underground?
Exactly.
And it just sounds like a raven.
Yeah.
So the cultists, they kind of look confused, but as if it's nothing really out of the ordinary. They don't really.
That's right, their leader's a raven.
Yeah, I dropped my head.
Worth a shot, though.
I think I can do it.
So
Again.
louder raven.
Well, no, I could try something else.
Sure.
Dude, I'm gonna try the whispers. As if it's like they hear it in their ears, is what I'm at least picturing. And so it's like almost enough. It's obviously enough to get their attention, but it sounds as if it's to their right.
It sounds as if
Talking to
it's
them.
to their
Their
over here.
right, yeah.
And so you cast whispers from right
Mhm.
here. So they look confused and they look to their right and kind of like look at each other as if like what?
I
What is-
fling one of my lights around the corner and make it appear over here.
Okay,
So
so
they see the light floating there.
you hear the droning stop
Oh,
Here we go.
and the cultists
what
like
incarnation?
look towards the like this side of the room and they're like looking and then they like they're because they don't see y'all yet, so they're like looking around and like looking at something and like motioning to something over here that's like
The light that I put over there?
yeah, the light, and they're like looking at it, and I guess they're kind of like focused on it now.
Got one trick up my sleeve to try to get them to vacate the area. It's a combination of 2 cantrips. Prestidigitation. Make an odd odor. We're gonna make a fart smell.
Oh, nice.
gust. I'm gonna push it in their direction.
No
and just see
way.
if I can stink them out of their spots.
They just kind of like look into this room and then like kick one of the bodies and like you say
Does
like
it react?
does the body reacts very faintly.
Quavo sees that and definitely unsheaths, the sword was already unsheathed,
Yeah.
but like, just so you are all aware, it's starting to get riled up, so.
Yeah.
It's game time.
Yeah, if someone would
I
like to
sense
say something.
Quavo's right
Yes,
next
yes,
to
yes.
me.
We
Yes,
just
if
have
someone
no
would
idea
like
if
to
these
say.
guys are bad guys, though.
Yeah, but I just can't.
I mean,
In
Fair.
theory,
we're using some intuition of
Sure.
like,
Yeah.
but
I'm still
This is how
trying to
science
detect the
works
magic
here.
in the room.
Good
Like,
idea.
Are these guys glowing with that cursed magic?
Yes, and like all the bodies behind, or no, sorry, not there. You're seeing, yes, these are glowing with that magic, and then you see like a glow come from this side of the room.
Okay. Like from behind the water feature, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, like
hanging
this,
around it.
like
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
does anyone have any other? I mean, I could do Sacred Flame. I could just try and light them on fire.
Do we have some sort of way where we can? And I'm asking as Mitch too.
Sure.
Attack
I have a.
people without
Them knowing.
without drawing attention to ourselves. I know we're not exactly the stealthiest group.
They are looking that way now at the
I
far.
have my
right?
trident.
The farm.
they're looking like at the light.
Okay, they're looking at the light.
I like. So they're not looking our direction,
We
right?
could just go past.
I want to like stealth over and just get visibility on the other half of the room.
Okay.
Like over to this.
Yeah, to that
Pass.
little passage
Yeah.
where I just like peek around the corner to see what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I need to do anything, or I'm good to do that? Yeah.
Or actually, make a stealth check.
Oh man.
Sick, dude. I'm on top of my game. I'm at 5.
5. So you, I mean,
Kick a
you
rock.
like make it, but you kick a rock, and they're now like
Looking back at
looking
us.
back and seeing like what was that?
Cool.
You made it.
Do
though.
I see anything around the?
Yeah. So you see a large, like, the same ginormous room. In the main, like
Making
this
that
main
face.
vastness, those. No, those are there. So you see, Grog is like kind of shocked. So you see an orderly crowd of like probably like 100 cloaked figures. They're all hunched over and facing the same way and like kind of making the same. They're not really moving, I guess. Yeah, they're just facing the same way. Ahead of them at the front of the room sits a large levitating cauldron, and behind that stands a deep scion, which I will send in the Discord.
I of
What?
course know what that looks like.
But in
for
case
anybody
you all
else,
That is
Scion TC.
image. It looks like
Hell yes.
that.
Okay, sick. That's
Holy.
awesome.
And so,
Kick his ass.
and then as Grog is like there looking at that, you see one of the cultists like drag over one of the like kind of limp bodies that are like still kind of have some life in them, but like extremely cursed or something.
One of the cultists being those two, or
Yeah. So this guy
You
like
pull a body.
brings a body to
Okay,
like
so
right.
it's
So this is
kind of out of sight.
where, yeah, and
Which way are
then
they facing in the room? Sorry.
they're here.
They're all facing this way.
Are these all?
That's
is
us.
This is us. Can I have one? Let's use. That is the deep scion. Standing in front of the. No.
It's gonna fall over. Yeah.
That's a good one though.
He's about the right shape. That's it.
And he's standing behind a cauldron. So this cultist brings over one of the like prisoner bodies. He Where am I? So the cultist kind of goes over and just like throws this body into this levitating cauldron. And yeah, so it's like just kind of like drops it into the cauldron. And then the scion like recites something kind of inaudibly, and then after a while, the prisoner is like levitated out of the cauldron, and then is now donning like out of the cauldron, donning one of the like cloaks that all the other 100 people are wearing, and then placed like kind of lifeless on the ground in front. And then the prisoner kind of like slowly stands up and then just like joins the crowd. Yeah. And then you hear a whoo, the like droning noise.
Well,
Damn.
Is that guy still over there?
This guy is still over there.
Okay, is he looking in our direction?
No, he doesn't notice you. He is looking. He is looking in this.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like kind of like
past
that.
us. To Grog.
Quavo charges.
Yeah.
Quavo charges the guard.
The time for
So if someone wants to try to stop me, but
Okay, can I do something while he's charging?
Yeah.
Wait.
Let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
Alright.
Good call. Good call.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Dirty 20.
Here, hold on.
I got a dirty one.
31.
Ouchie.
Wait.
How?
-1.
Minus.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not a quick name.
Holy
We're up to 6 after the bonus.
Dirty 20.
Oh,
What'd you
Not
got?
a nat 20, but 20 with initiative.
1.
19.
Okay. Whitaker.
19.
Which one of y'all want to go first? Can we? I wrote
18.
1.
Correct.
And then
6.
6.
Alright, guys. I'll follow you guys up.
Cool.
Be the anchor.
Cool.
We're just gonna check in on little Nate for a couple times.
Yeah, I love that little Nate's just hanging back
See
there.
how he's doing.
Pink boy.
He's brave.
Okay, so just for a time check, you're about to fight these people,
Yeah.
and then there's like there's like a little there's just a kind of like epilogue to this scene or prologue epilogue. So how are y'all feeling?
I'm gonna take a time out.
I'd probably say we hold off on combat, just because
Sweet.
combat can kind of take some time.
Yeah.
I just don't want to like
Fun.
rush through it.
I was
you
about
know?
to
that's
say,
great.
I was gonna say this seems like a fun one. We
Yeah.
should start with
Yep.
this.
This feels like our first like
Take a picture
real
of
I
how
boss.
also-
everybody was in the map.
I
Yeah.
haven't really like